good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again, y'all. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
And that's how stream starts. Woo!
Exactly. You're welcome.
You see why?
At some point, we have to make a boom impulse soundbite.
Boom.
Don't
Impulse.
even bother planning.
Exactly. There's no point. Why plan?
Jake, you're freezing.
But it's got to be me and Phil saying it at the exact same time because that sounds.
Is he
That
freezing for y'all too?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Time.
In the greatest positions.
Oh. Hey, bro, close all your Google tabs, man. Ah, fuck. I can't go this far with my headphones on. Hold up. I need this. Give me you.
It's just laggy all around on my side.
It is.
Am I
Well,
lagging?
Jake's is anyway. No, your
Oh.
stream's actually fine, Jane. We can see you running around to the, back of your bed and whatever you're doing over there.
This is a couch. I sleep on the couch
Ah!
because I am cool. Yeah.
And apparently you've upset your wife, girlfriend, partner that you live with.
No, I just me and my brother used to sleep in the same room, and I didn't like living with in the same room as him. Words don't work.
Following the statement I just made, I would not have answered, no, it's because, I used to live in the same room as my brother.
Shut the fuck
that
up.
opens up some very uncomfortable questions.
Don't ask any of them. Don't you dare ask a single fucking question while I'm setting up, okay?
Am I good? Are we good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lag is
Seems
gone.
like we're good.
Because we're streaming now.
and- yeah,
Well,
we're
yeah.
streaming now.
That is the messiest start to any stream ever of all time.
Chaos.
Professional
Yes,
podcasters right here.
There is no reason to
Boom.
plan anything. Like, see, Caleb, do you see what I have to deal with to my either side?
To your either side.
No
What is
plan
that
survives
supposed to mean?
contact with the enemy, and in this case, life is the enemy.
You're gonna put me down on the same level as this Aussie fuck?
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love you, Phil. I love you. Oh
so do
shit.
I. He's good.
Just remember, that Aussie fuck is his husband.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Not incorrect.
Fuck. I pissed off everybody.
That upset the harem.
Good. Well, Phil's been shunned anyway, so I mean, like.
Oh,
we don't
right.
really
That's
come up with-
right. No,
Yeah,
fuck
right. Yeah.
Make him.
Oh, so we're all on the same page. Okay, cool.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Impulse Squared podcast, CasterSquared. This is where we do the podcasting things with the words and stuff, and we exchange the words, and things get messy, and yeah, words. I am your host, Noshami of the Impulse Crew. Impulse Squared, boom, Impulse. Hold on, let me do that proper. Boom, Impulse.
Boom, impulse.
God.
Exactly.
Boom, Frosty. Haha, get fucked.
Boom, Frosty. Joined with me to co-host today, right over there, Phil Millennial, aka Kuzmo Crisano de Seraph.
Hey.
There we go. And of course,
See, ironically, on Frosty stream, you're pointing at Frosty when you do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it happen. It's okay. It's okay.
and then over on my other side, we got
Boom, Frosty. It's me. Yeah. Woo!
very exciting, very exciting. And you
Yes.
two below me, introduce yourselves.
Updating.
Introduce ourselves last time.
What was that?
That's Kayla.
Introduce ourselves last
That's
time.
Ju- Just follow the Dr. Pepper cam. This is Kayla, right over here. Kayla's over here. She's under my Dr. Pepper cam. That's Kayla. She's cool. She's awesome.
Hi,
And
I'm
over here,
Kayla.
Lots of colors
Also-
in the room.
over here is Gypsy, aka the QA cat. Boom. So if you
Opposite
throw
on
it
my
out,
stream.
It's gonna be a QA cat. It'll be cat.
Fuck you.
Haka, huh? I see.
Oh,
With a T at the
I see where you're going with that.
end, right?
See, why are we suddenly guests?
I don't know. I just.
ah,
That wasn't my intention. I apologize. I gotta adjust
I-
my camera.
I was actually wondering that for a little while, but I decided, you know what? Not my
wait,
question.
am I
to
just a
ask.
guest too?
You're all just guests.
Oh fuck!
That includes-
No!
It's
That's me
fine.
too. We're all guests.
That's
We're all
fine.
Lesser guests. Impulse
Okay.
is like. a concept. Impulse
So
is
I
a
can
distinct
take it over
concept, and
whenever.
we're all just temporarily attached to it.
That's okay, because the next time a guest, and like next time the stream goes wonky, I'm a guest. I don't technically have to say anything.
Okay,
Not
well,
all
until we
of it.
start paying you, and then you have to say something.
Big brain.
Although that being said, saying that we're just all temporarily attached to it, we're getting a little bit into Epictetus philosophy with that, ain't we?
A little bit. Speaking of, today we'll be discussing digital versus physical game copies, the pros and cons of each. We'll also be talking about different game genres and our individual thoughts on them, maybe our favorite genres. We can touch a little bit on that. And then we'll talk more specifically, because Impulse Squared, one of our long-term goals is an MMORPG. We'll be talking MMOs, the relevance, and maybe try to predict the future of MMOs, where are MMOs going. I also have it written down, the pros and cons, favorite moments, all that good stuff from PvP and PvE in games. Games that feature both versus computer game mode and versus other players game modes. And then we'll of course touch briefly
your
on
stream is frozen up again,
my stream is fine.
and it's back again.
Oof.
Impulse, chaos, woo!
Yeah,
Pretty
all the
much.
chaos.
Hold up, I look at my notifications here. 5, 4.
Also answering viewer questions. Yeah.
Yep, we're also taking
As
questions.
always.
Go ahead. Throw us any questions, whatever.
Yeah.
Black holes are the Pokeballs of the universe. Spun gargle wee-wees, gas canisters, and I'll have a question for everyone. We'll go around the table and ask everyone a surprise question. I'm leaving as a surprise until the end of the surprise.
Ooh,
I mean, the end of the
I'm ready
podcast.
for the surprise question.
Kayla looks concerned. She's like, "Oh boy."
Am I allowed to bring up the fucking what's it called? I'm losing train of thought. Fuck. No, stop leaving my brain. Damn it. Okay, I lost it. Never
Okay,
mind.
because I would like to use this time for the next few seconds to briefly congratulate Big Frosty on joining the Impulse crew officially.
Yeah.
Yes.
Woo!
Officially,
We're throwing a
congratulations.
party, not actually, but we definitely should. Yeah. Oh, I remembered. Can I bring up whenever for the topic of people watching movies and stuff on streams? Just whenever.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds good.
Bring it up
All right.
whenever. Nobody gives a shit. We're
That'll
here
be
to
like a small,
piss each
or
other
a
off
little
and
bit.
yell at each other.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so as though there's a plan to any of this.
There is no
please.
plan. Like Phil said, no plan spreads contact with the enemy, and also like we demonstrated why it's horrible to have a plan in the first place, especially with Impulse, because I laid out everything before we started the stream. We start the stream, and then Phil starts singing, and then Frosty's over there like, "Woo!"
Woo! Yeah, I like how that's what I'm known for now. Just woo! Always screaming, forever and always.
Yeah.
And you, Gavin Free.
I know, right?
She feels once
Phil, I would like your opinion on this because I think you and I might actually have a difference of opinion on this. Are you a big fan of digital game copies or physical copies?
Look, I used to really think that digital copies were just eternally the way to go, and fuck electronic, don't want to do it. But then my mind got changed with games like, the Old Republic releasing, where, you get the disc, by all means, go ahead, install it. And then you're still going to download the entire fucking game anyway, so what was the point of the stupid disc? It seems kind of like it doesn't matter whether I'd prefer. Could my camera not be doing that?
You're not allowed to focus.
Nah. But anyway, yeah.
And I'm not allowed
It seems,
to
regardless of what my opinion is, the industry is making the choice for me.
Right, yeah. No,
You're
like
forced
regardless
into
of our
it.
opinions here, but
Yeah.
like everyone here has an opinion that industry just 100% disagrees with. Like everyone here is a black sheep of some subject matter or another.
No, I'm not.
Frosty, what are you thinking? Physical versus digital? I know you were born into the digital age, but like try to
Okay,
envision-
actually, for me, I'm gonna go way back to when there was the ye tall little frosty boy. Okay, so I used to, when I was playing on my 360, I actually found out from Minecraft that you could update a disc online, and it blew my fucking brain. I was like, no way you can like, how is it downloading if it's a disc, and blah 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 blah. But like, there was a thing that I seen as of recently on like Instagram, and it was like a video of someone who was trying to download a specific game. I don't remember what it was. And what Phil was talking about earlier, it was one of those ones where you get the disc, you have the copy, but you have to download all the content online, and you have to be online for that. And I do think it's kind of like with having a disc like that where you could download and shit, I feel like those are really only important to people who would want to collect like maybe a physical copy or something like that. And Jake, you good?
I'm just like letting you speak, but I want to look over to where Phil's screen is and shout, "Where the fuck are you?"
Yeah, he just disappeared. Oh, I see the shadow.
Remember?
Oh my god. For me, it looked like you were yelling at me. Nah, but I honestly think, like, I'm a man of convenience. All right, I like it when things are convenient and easy. And for me, especially being on PC, I think that digital copies are better. I like having a digital copy of something more than a physical one, especially when said physical one can be broken. You know, it's like if I'm buying a game, I want to buy it permanently, and if I break this disc and have to go buy another one, that sucks. I remember having to buy both GTA and Black Ops 2 like 30 different times when I was little, and that sucked because that's like what, like $180 to buy 3 GTA 5s back in the day. Like, bruh, that's
Jesus.
expensive.
GTA 5 is back in the day. My God.
You know, the answer
Dude, it was
is
made
not
in
to break
2012.
Don't
That's 10
break
years ago.
the
This
fucking disc. It's that easy.
I was like fucking 10 years old, okay? I couldn't help it.
Problem.
That's why I get digital download. That's why it's better. And you're wrong.
Right.
Even though it, I don't know.
Kayla, what do you think? What's your opinion?
on CDs for MMOs, hard copies, you know what? They become so outdated so quickly. I mean, sure, it's got your base game, but, you know, think about a game like WoW, or Star Wars The Old Republic, or Final Fantasy XIV, anything that's been running longer than, like, a year, doesn't cut anything off your download time by that point. You know, the more games add on, you know, big expansions, the more patches that have to go through, the longer it's going to take. Not to mention, almost every time, at least in SWTOR, that you get, like, a new update, your game has to reorganize anyway. So it's great for, you know, it's great for small games. It's great for games that do not, you know, constantly receive updates. But it's just, it doesn't make sense for an MMO.
Right. Gypsy?
I don't know. I used to think, you know, that, you know, hard disk was the way to go. You know, back in the day, that's all you had. But there's something to be said for the convenience of, you know, downloadable content. It's easily accessible. Everything, you know, things are saved online. You can even save your accounts and settings online now, which you really couldn't do if you were just going to hard disk. Like, great thing about, I don't know about other MMOs, but with Final Fantasy, I can back up everything about my settings, including like my hotbars, which if you've ever gone and like had a new computer or had to, you know, switch things out and you lose all that, it's frustrating when when you're used to a certain setup. So having things, you know, be more downloadable content has become easier. So really, I think it's, you know, it's a good way to go. I think hard disk was great, but that's when it was the only option we had.
Right. And on the topic of
about Final Fantasy, fuck the Mog Station. It's shit. They need to redesign it.
Oh, shut up.
Can you just come back already? Phil, you're not allowed to talk until you're back. In fact, you're
I
muted.
will also be back really quick because there are audio things that are happening in the background that I need to.
I don't know what problem he
This
has with the Mog
podcast is falling
Station, but
apart. Am I
okay.
getting pranked? Where's Ashton Kutcher?
You know what it is, Jake?
What's
Mercury went into retrograde.
I
Oh,
don't know
good
what that
God.
means. Oh, so I was at work. Well, I mean, I was at work earlier, but I was working earlier, and you know, my playlist had run out, I guess. So I was just having my headphones in my ears, and I was still working. I was just didn't want to take them out, whatever.
Mhm.
I was too busy. You know, I was just trying to play catch up. I wasn't too far. But well, anyway, my coworkers were talking about like this dude and the chick. They were talking about like their signs or whatever, and like the rising sign or something like that, or what something like, oh, I'm a Scorpio, but my rising is like fucking Pisces or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
But they
I
were
was
talking
saying
about
that earlier. You weren't paying attention.
And
Sounds
then
like the fucking zodiac things Phil and I take on occasion just to laugh at.
yeah, and then like they they turn to me, and I'm like, what's up? And they're like, what's your sign? I'm like, John Deere tractor. I don't fucking know.
I'm the water one.
there's
Phil and I
several.
just met a long time ago when you first started talking.
No, Phil definitely buys into that stuff. It's not for me. I don't know.
My
Oh,
mama
no,
was
he
in it.
doesn't necessarily buy into it.
Oh yes, he does.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
I
he
don't.
does. He'll be there and be. I'll call him out on like a toxic personality trait and be like, of course, I'm a Virgo.
As a laugh, as a bit of fucking crack.
Didn't we do one when we first
bit of
met?
What do you do?
Again, for the same laugh and crack.
It was, but we were thinking it was cute. What the hell? I don't care. I buy into it, but I also
Good
don't.
God.
I'm not ruled by it. That's the
What
thing.
did I
is that
miss?
there's, like, we're just talking shit about zodiac shit.
Yeah, no. She had said something about Mercury being in retrograde, and I was like, my coworkers were talking, and they asked me what my sign was, and I was like, John Deere tractor.
It's a good answer.
Yeah, we-
Definitely a good
We did
answer.
when we first met. That's right. Sorry, I was looking at our old chats.
I was also gonna say, and my rising sign is these nuts, but I didn't say that. I ended up not saying that because I only been working there for 3 days now, and I'm like, I don't know these guys that well yet.
I'm a little concerned if your nuts are rising.
Right, well,
Hey, yo.
Its shaft is rising.
Oh my
I thought it was
god.
a little talk off stream.
seriously.
So I'm
When are you gonna
go
come
ahead-
back? Huh?
I'm gonna go ahead and mute him. I'm gonna go mute him. Phil, you're unmuted when you're back.
Disembodied voice.
You
I know.
really mute.
He's-
Get that little mute symbol.
All right, so we're kind of veering off track here.
No,
Unless we
we-
really want
we-
to talk about zodiac shit.
I mean, we've
Right
really
now, yeah, with
we finished
digital.
the first topic, I guess.
No. Well, let me. I'm gonna answer my own little thing, and of course, I'm always last to answer because I think digital versus physical game copies. I think there's pros and cons to each. Basically, what everyone else said. Physical copies great for small games, great for finished games. Single player games are definitely up there. Single player RPGs specifically, or old school first person shooters like First Encounter, Assault Recon, or games like that. And they definitely were the way of the past because the internet wasn't as accessible as it is now. With digital copies, I think one of the downsides is well, I mean, there's so many good things with digital copies. It's like you could just replace them, whatever. You can save settings, like Gypsy was saying. You can just there's too many conveniences and not enough cons in order to offset that for competing physical copies to actually make their way in the market. Which I guess would explain why some companies like GameStop, for example, game focused retailers are starting to. I just noticed Kayla's lights in the background are changing slowly, and it's very
Oh
trippy.
my god.
It looks
You
cool.
just realized that?
Yeah, so many colors.
I've literally been doing that for the past 20 minutes.
I'm just over here. I'm about to be like, whoa, I can see colors.
Control your ADHD.
Whoa, colors, dude.
Dude, I can taste colors and see shapes. Wait, that's normal.
The colors, dude. The color.
I can smell colors, man.
You see the dust, the wasps.
Not me last night. Hi, yeah.
Break out a song like Strawberry Fields or some shit now.
Stop.
Oh my god. I have not, actually, never mind. Strawberry Fields is
Don't smoke. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
don't smoke.
weed's bad, totally.
Don't smoke, the youth.
Don't tempt
One
me,
thing-
Jacob.
There's a comment there. Also, don't smoke the youth.
Sorry, but
I have
Strawberry
12,000
Fields is
in
not
impulse
hot.
I'm going to
One-
wreck your stream one day.
Oh, I know. I know. Well, half the streams I do anyway feature at least one time I'll be sitting here saying smoke weed every day. It's like,
yeah. One day you're promoting weed, one day you're saying it's bad. Weed bad. Don't do weeds. Weeds bad. Don't do them.
We don't promote the use of substances unless they are legally allowed in your state and are federally acceptable.
For impulsive stream, I'm pointing
Please
this way now.
use responsibly.
Phil's back. I'm gonna unmute him.
Yeah,
He's gonna be mad, so cover your ears.
Have to.
I
I can unmute myself.
Oh,
He's a big boy. He can do it himself.
What I was
man.
trying to
But
do
what-
was
he wasn't
find hold on. This here box that I have, which is a very magical box. Because
What's in the box?
How do I
Oh, this is gonna be.
I have like
Oh,
this entire box is worth like 35 grand if I put it all on eBay.
All right, so all right now.
That's awesome.
I know what to loot when I kill you first. Got it.
Yeah.
No, I call those. Those are mine.
Are you gonna go to Sydney, Australia?
I am
Are
not.
you gonna-
I am.
Okay.
I
That's
am
the city
not.
Phil lives in.
Huh?
Is that the city Phil lives in? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Like
Phil,
I've said this 100
On
times.
my way.
Hey, your husband. You don't know where he lives.
Last I heard, he
Listen.
was
Oh my god, my fucking cat's
This thing
climbing my
right
guitar.
here,
Don't
version
do that.
1.0.
Okay.
What?
We're good. My cat was the guitar right here, the one that has all the stickers on it. She was climbing it.
This train is falling apart.
I'm sorry. I had to yell a
Impulse
little
is
bit. That was
falling
scary. Okay. With the digital download thing, I think one con that there is with it is that with digital download, it gives companies the excuse to make DLC. It makes EA be a thing, all right? And I think that like one of the things that I really don't like about digital download is, you know, having to pay for all the DLC and shit. I was okay with like Halo Infinite because it was a free game and then you could pay $10 for the battle pass and then you get all the rest of the shit. It's like, okay, whatever. It's like paying $10 for a game that should be a lot more, you know? I mean, then having to buy the campaign is kind of ass, but like I don't know. I think DLC is just like an extra step for them to fucking make you pay for more shit, you know?
Well, are you saying DLC in the same vein
Like-
as like an
Like Call of
expansion?
Duty's, yeah, like Call of
Okay.
Duty, like zombie maps and shit like that.
Okay, I get that, but yeah, another huge con with digital, the huge expanse of digital copies is it's become almost acceptable for a company to release an unfinished game and then charge you at the ass to pay for their patches that are supposed to fix the game.
It's not so much that it's unfinished. I'm gonna
Or-
side with the, because you know, there's only so much testing that you can do, especially when you're on a deadline. So it's typically
deadlines
let's
are also a
identify the biggest problems first. Unless you're CD Projekt Red on Cyberpunk, in which case they were just like fuck the problems. But
More of them, more problems, add 'em.
most, you know, and you know, sometimes, as much as you know, programmers like to test to break, find every single scenario where the game breaks. They're not going to find them all. Some of them won't be found until release,
course, yeah.
unfortunately, especially with an MMO. So there's no choice but to continue to release patches to fix things, or to update the UI as you know they get more information, etc. It's, you know, like public test servers and shit. That's kind of the whole point of public test servers. To
Yeah.
help test these things. It's basically ongoing beta testing.
Yeah. Oh, now we're getting into the realm of like deadlines and shareholders. Those deadlines are there to please the people who control the money flow. So I mean, it's an incredibly difficult industry to try and pin down, and especially for big companies such as CD Projekt Red, Activision Blizzard, EA Games, etc. They have to please the shareholders before they pay their, please their customers, because that's where all of
where the
where
coin
their
purse
investing
is.
is coming from. It's absolutely toxic to the industry as a whole, and it's almost industry standard practice, for the lack of a better term. I don't know the official term for behavior like that, but it's definitely, it doesn't bode well for the future of video game production if that worsens and continues to worsen. as it has over the past decade, 2 decades, etc.
Well, there's one thing that really irks me about, online and electronic, and that's access to the game itself. Where, the publisher
Yeah.
can kind of just decide, nope, you're not playing it anymore. We're done with that. And companies like Steam have actually run afoul of that over here with, our consumer laws and shit like that, where, Steam has the policy of, once you play a game for 2 hours, that's it, you're stuck with it. And, they have gone to court and, been sued, and our courts have said, what? No, fuck you. That's against our consumer protections. You're given the fucking refund.
We're not gonna name names.
What do you mean we're not going to name names? It's Steam. Who doesn't know Steam?
We're not gonna name names.
But it's already happened.
Gypsy, it's Phil.
Yeah,
It's Phil,
me.
and I'm going to co-sign that. If there's a company out there producing toxic behavior, they need to be called out on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
Blizzard Activision.
Yeah.
As Phil and I have
Them
been doing
too.
for months with Blizzard Activision, and we are not going to
And-
stop pointing that shit out because it still continues to be a problem. So we're going to
Yeah.
keep talking about it.
That's
And it's kind of like, the developer suddenly has all the power to decide whether you can or can't access the product that you paid money for, which is kind of dumb. And I'm not even talking about an MMO or whatever where you're interacting with other people. Single player games. It's kind of like, hey, if I want to cheat in a single player game, I'm gonna fucking cheat. Piss off.
That's the nice thing
It's
about
my game
Sims.
experience.
You can
Yeah.
write in
yeah.
all kinds of codes.
Well, yeah, but
Excuse me.
EA, if you use an official version anyway, EA does monitor the mods you use, and some of those mods they will cut you off for, which is bullshit. Or I could just shove in one of these to my console and say, you know what? You don't get a choice.
Yeah.
On that, who remembers Game Shark and Game Genie?
Oh,
Yo, dude, I know.
I think
right?
I've heard of Game
Oh.
Shark, but I don't know.
I have
When I
my
was a
Game
wee
Shark
lad-
somewhere in there.
When I was a wee lad, I would go to a website called GameFAQs, which I'd look up like if I was stuck on a level or something, I'd look up like a guide to be like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
this is what I'm
dude,
stuck
hell
on.
yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got over this. Let's continue the game. Shut down the browser. Get back to my game. But
Game Facts is in Game FAQs or Game
Yes.
FACTS?
Game FAQs.
It's FAQs. That's frequently asked questions.
yes, I'm whatever.
Yeah, but they did a whole
Now-
bunch of guides and cheats and
They
everything.
still do.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
the big ass
I
books.
remember Game Sharks being mentioned. Game Shark being mentioned on GameFAQs, and it was I was like, Game Shark, what the fuck is that? And I've never had one, but it was a daily occurrence I would come across mention.
There used to be a phone number you could call actually for Game
Yeah.
Shark and Game Genie to make sure you had
Game
all the
Genie.
codes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember those days. I remember the big ass books used to be like, I got the guide. Now it's all on YouTube. But
Yep.
I remember these days.
I still have all of my instruction, books and that for all the games in a drawer somewhere over there.
Pause, Phil.
And
Kayla,
I remember
Kayla, what are you doing? Are you okay over there? Are you
drawing, I
alright?
think.
I'm fine.
Okay, but you were drawing and then you made a face. You looked up. You were like,
I was just making a hoity-toity face. I was having fun with it.
okay.
You haven't seen me make enough of my faces because most of the time I'm not on camera. So
No, I'll do that all the time too. Like, especially when I'm on camera, I'll just like make faces just like complete random. I'm just like, I just have fun with my face. It's fun. Phil, as you were saying, my friend.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I've still got all my books and that, and there was a hotline number in the back of one of them, where it said, "Oh, are you stuck in the game? Call here and get tips." And, mind you, it's like $7 a minute or whatever bullshit price.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
but-
I
dude.
think ours was free back then.
Yeah, no.
Thankfully.
No, it wasn't free for us.
Cool.
But
Wow.
here's the thing, I just for shits and giggles, I figured, oh, okay, it's gonna be disconnected now. Why not just call it? So like a few weeks ago, before the end of the year, I decided to just call one. and it rang through to an adult service hotline now.
Oh.
Which is going to be really awkward for anyone else that has a Donkey Kong 64 instruction book and just hands it to their kid, and the kid gets on their phone.
That's an
I
oddly
would say that's
specific
unlikely,
situation.
but it's Donkey Kong 64, and it's very
Oh, yeah,
popular.
dude. Yeah.
And millennial parents these days, they are actually introducing their children to classics like the N64, like the classics of our time, the N64, the PlayStation 1. Gypsy, I know it's different for you. Just I know you want to mention it. I see it on her face. She's like, it was SNES for me.
Nintendo, the base, Atari.
Yeah.
Oh, Atari was fun. I used to have like an Atari something too. I forgot what it was called, but
Yeah, I had one of those Atari plug and plays with like 100 games on
I
it.
broke so many of those controllers, dude. Like, holy fuck. They were too easy to
Damn.
break. Did
Those
y'all
guys got
ever,
back.
with like cheat codes and games and stuff, did y'all ever take like write down the cheat codes and then put them in the case for later?
No,
'Cause,
I
like-
haven't.
Oh yeah.
My cousin, once upon a time, I borrowed an instruction, not an instruction manual, like an exercise book that my cousin had written the cheat codes in by hand, pen and paper, to like 300 or so games.
Holy
I never
fuck.
returned it. I still have it now.
Oh, that
Still in
sucks
my
for them.
Well,
That
It's not
sucks for
borrowing.
them.
That's
shit.
Never.
Did they ever
Move.
find out about it?
No, well, he knows I have it, and like every time I'd go over, I was like, "Oh shit, dude, I totally forgot. I'm sorry." He's like, it's never mind. So
Yeah, you have to-
now
You could have it.
yeah, well, next time I go and meet up with him, which will hopefully be sometime soon, I'm gonna bring it with me and be like, "Hey, dude, you remember this from like 25 years ago?" But here's something else too. It was not called the Sega Genesis for us. If I know I'm flipped around, but oh well. It was
Mega
the
Drive.
Sega Mega Drive
Wow.
for us.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently the U.S. was the only ones that was called Sega
Yeah,
Genesis.
yeah, no, Genesis.
Wow.
You know what? Toe Jam and Earl was my
Yeah.
jam.
Mega Drive sounds so much cooler.
I
No,
know.
what titles are
Right?
those? What titles are those?
This is a 6-in-1 thing, which they used to do a long while ago, by the way.
remember those,
No one ever does
yeah.
now, yeah. Yeah, it's
I
got
know.
like Super Hang-On, which was the best fucking
Huh.
racing game ever. Motorbikes, so go figure why I like bikes, I guess.
Jet Moto for PS1.
Ah. Streets of Rage, which is an awesome beat 'em up. Revenge of Shinobi, Columns,
Remember some of
Golden
these
Axe, and World Cup Italia 1990, which tells you how old the thing is.
Wow.
I remember.
The year I was born. Holy shit, that's 31 years. That piece
The
of
year I
shit
was not
was-
alive.
No,
this
just
game,
everyone
no,
else shut up.
I
this
wasn't
game,
alive either, Jaden.
Oh.
this game was only released in Japan. I, got a copy of it for, I'm not sure if you can see the price on the back, $10
Podcast
used.
anymore. This is Phil's console flex.
Got it for $1,000.
This
It's an auction.
No. Yeah, if I want to sell it now, it's about $3.5 grand. You
What?
cannot find these anymore. This is $3.5 grand.
You're holding $3.5 grand in your hand right now.
Yeah,
Put it back.
yeah.
Put it back.
This thing.
Let me have it. I want to
I'm
have it
gonna
for a little
remember
bit.
the look of that
Twinkle
one because again,
I can turn that into money real quick.
Yeah, I mean,
Speaking, I want to ask, just because I'm genuinely curious, because Jaden said something about money in hand. What is the most amount of money you've held in your own hands?
Nah,
Like, raw bill.
definitely less than what you probably have.
37.5
think-
grand. That box right there.
Nope.
Oh,
Just
actual
Not even
raw
close.
money.
are
Actual
we
cash.
talking
Oh,
money?
probably
or
about like
just checks?
$300.
300? Okay.
About
Do
that,
checks
yeah.
count?
No. Nope, cash.
Well, I've never
Cold
had a
hard
check that
cash.
was over $300, so
Cold hard cash.
yeah, only about like 300, maybe 400.
Wait.
But like, if you're talking about like that, I've like had accumulated or not accumulatively, but like in my
Tails,
bank. Oh my god, it's a dog!
Yes! It is a dog!
Jade,
That's a big cat you got there, man.
Welcome to CasterSquared, everybody. We're real adults that have perfect attention span.
Holy fuck, dude, that dog is bigger than me.
It's a poodle.
She's not. She's sitting on my lap right now.
280,000 would be the most, and it wasn't my money, mind you. Yeah,
Oh.
280,000 that we were handling for a client when I was a paralegal.
Gypsy.
5,200,
Nice.
Wow.
and it was gone.
That's what would happen if I had
It was
that.
that moment of I will never hold this much money in my hand ever again for the rest of my life, and cry.
Jade, you said somewhere around about $300. Kayla,
Yep.
how about you?
About $1,000.
About $1,000? Okay. I'm sitting at about $5,000 myself. In fact, exactly $5,000. A customer was doing a transaction for a money order.
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, mine was.
And I stood there with $5,000. I'm like, boss, I think we went over the legal limit here for one transaction. And yeah, it was about 10 times the legal limit.
Mine was. I was selling my engagement ring, and the guy I was selling to paid me $1,000 of it in cash, and the rest on Venmo.
Nice.
On Venmo.
Look, man, get your money how you can.
I mean,
Right?
it
Fair.
was either that or he had to go to like 3 other credit unions to get the rest of the money. So I was like, dude, just Venmo me.
Gypsy, I love that you said that, and I was quick to co-sign it. Get your money how you can. Shout out to the West Coast, am I right?
Money, money, money.
Exactly. West Coast is all about them dollar bills.
I need a fidget spinner. I'm realizing I always fidget my hand on stream.
Oh, you should learn how to do the thing with the pen where you're just like, yeah.
That I'm doing.
I tried learning how to do that with this, but I can't do it.
You should learn to do this thing. Yeah, the one I'm vaguely doing.
now?
I mean, like
How do
the
you do
ribbon
it
I'm
thing.
doing
fast?
with a wooden.
Oh, I
knife
can't do it.
for
Well, I
me.
got my ring on, so.
How is it
also helps.
possible to do it fast like that? I don't understand.
Well, I haven't because I haven't in a while. But if you
I've
practice,
seen an
well,
instructional as to how to do it. And then Kayla's trying to show off, and then
It's been a
Am I
bit.
doing it right? Wow. I want to learn how to spin it over my thumb. That'd be so cool, but I'll probably break my keyboard with this on
the
accident
only
by
thing that I
dropping
spin
so
over
many
my thumb
thumbs.
is my butterfly knife. I've learned to spin that around my thumb. It's pretty awesome.
I could.
And
I
then you got
can't.
3 stitches for it.
Wait, actually?
You did.
Oh, did I? No.
You did. Remember
How
the
do you not
time you went to
remember that?
hospital for it?
That
How
was
do you
with my-
not?
Hold on, that was with my switchblade. That was a different knife.
I'm not gonna try it over my thumb, but I mean,
It was
when I
your
fidget, sometimes I
butterfly
do the flippy
No, it was
thing.
my
It's just not
switch.
very
Your
fast.
butterfly.
No, it was my switch. I still have the switchblade. Give me a sec. Somewhere.
As if this feature truly matters.
Yeah, this is you
Yep.
know, we talked about
This is a knife that hurt me.
really important
Knife collecting
things.
show. I almost stabbed through my hand with one of those one time because I was an idiot and didn't know that it opened that way, and I had my hand over the part where
You're
it
an idiot.
fly out, and it didn't do that, so I didn't get a hole in my hand. But
Jay, you're not allowed to handle knives. If
I
if we're-
I don't own any knives. The only thing I own is a lighter, and I
If there's-
have almost lit my hat on fire before.
If there's ever an impulse office and we're moving to another office and there's boxes we need to open with knives, you are not allowed to open a box.
I own many knives.
Can I
There's some
open the box
boxes
of
right
lighters?
now.
I'm good at handling lighters. See, look at how good I am with this.
Yeah, but you're not good at opening things, especially knives.
Here we go.
You are not allowed to.
Here's the Impulse knife review. So we have here a steak knife. Does its job well. Cuts through meat pretty good.
The
we
little
have here
parts-
the lovely Wilshire Stay Sharp knife that is blunter than all hell. It's pretty.
Can
it's pretty
we-
useless.
What topic were we even on? Where did we
This
go?
little thing right here, the metal pieces on this are almost as sharp as a knife, so this is the closest thing that I have that
You
is
know
nearby.
what? I don't have a knife, but I'm gonna hit you with the blunt beating stick.
Just
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what it does light up nice.
Okay, let's
I,
look on your face when you said that was amazing.
What do I got?
So you're in danger.
I got a skewer. It's
Actually,
pokey.
Jake, of all the people in this stream, it'd be you because you're closest.
you could pack a.
Go ahead.
Never mind.
Wait. To Kayla, go ahead and beat me off. To Gypsy,
Whoa.
you go ahead and poke me deep.
I want a divorce.
I felt
All right,
the
all
hair
right.
from Shunsville again.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna continue to shut him.
My
Game
little
genre.
brain has been depurified.
I actually can't remember if we
Hold on.
discussed this last stream, but this needs to be no
That's
Dundee
fine.
impression. Hey Phil, any Dundee impression?
He's gone.
I do have
Phil's
one,
gone, yeah.
actually. I do.
Sorry, Briggins.
Down.
Oh, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
Holy shit! Oh wait, wait. Actually, I forgot I do have a knife.
You do, yeah. You have the sword over there.
I have one, but it's too big for the stream. Hold on, fuck it. If we're all gonna do this.
I have a knife. I cook food with this. Just kidding. No, I don't. No, you stay away from the giant sword. You are gonna get hurt with that.
I got several, but I will bring out my biggest.
This actually has some backstory to it. I got this cool looking sword from my buddy that is currently in the Marines right now, and I'm just holding on to him. Or holding on to it for him.
Hold on, we're gonna try this.
Sword.
You can't. Wait. Okay, you can't see it. It's too big. but-
Bop, 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 bop.
It's also too dark, huh?
Next stream.
Shut up.
So the 4 out of 5 of us have swords.
Alright.
Sweet. Jake,
Yeah,
get on the sword level, man.
It's a double katana.
Okay, so hold on. So in Jaden's stream, somebody just raided him.
yes. Robin,
And
thank you.
one of the people that came in just said dots. Dot, 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 dot.
And then there was a cool face. Is it cool? Oh, it's fucking Pie Cake. Hey, what's up, homie? I know that person.
Look, we're just showing off what weebs we are, okay? Like, come on.
No, we're showing off our knife collections. Okay, is it balanced? I
Mine's the
think.
biggest.
There we go. We're good.
Scoop back in.
I'm a
Hey,
push this
yo.
into Jen.
I'd just like to say that,
There you go.
for
I'm
the
back.
record, mine was
I'm
the
back.
biggest.
There's a ginger.
God.
There's my
Oh,
favorite
my.
ginger.
Yeah, look at my ginger hair.
Let me flex.
Mm.
I'm not gonna flex. I have a
I
negative.
flexed
strength
my
score.
twigs.
My strength score is so in the negatives. If I flex, the muscles goes down, not up.
My arms are
My
actually
Malkavian.
about this
I didn't know
thick.
you were.
All right. You were saying.
Right, game
game-
genres, our favorite genres. We can also do like a
Ooh.
favorite genre
If-
and a least favorite genre.
Philip, if
And we could list our why or why not. Phil, what are you doing? You've been distracting this whole podcast. You're supposed to own Impulse.
Are you hanging up another poster? You should hang it up with a knife. Stab a knife in
I
your
got another
wall.
one here. Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, I was saying, I was saying a couple weeks ago that I wanted to, get one that was like a map to take up the bottom part of the wall there, and I have this here map of Hyrule. It's fucking great.
You have to stab
had
it
this-
into the wall with a knife.
Moss, let's pay attention here.
Oh my god, that would be perfect, like Skyrim aesthetic.
Here.
Oh my god, yeah.
Do it. It's worth it. It's worth paying the bill when
PG
you move out of your
Moss,
house.
Pay the fuck attention.
Hi, Jake. How you doing? Lovely day, isn't it?
Oh, it's great.
We're not getting on to the next topic ever. Not happening. Not allowed. That's what happens when you make Phil start, man.
Next thing you know, next thing you know, seeing as Jaden's guitars in the background, there'll be more musical instruments showing up on other people's screens.
I got a cat.
Yes. That could maybe
So
be
can
an
I go
instrument.
get another Dr. Pepper, and maybe when I come back, we'll be able to move on to the next discussion? Or,
I mean, hey, we
I'm
can
ready,
always
I'm
move
ready.
on.
I'll answer
I'm
it first.
crying. I'm sorry.
Okay, Jaden, you first. This time, let's
Okay.
switch it up. You're first.
So I like a lot of different types of games, but the one thing I like a lot the most about games is if there's a good, sorry about the word fuckery right there, but a really good horror game. If there's a really good horror game, I am in love with it instantly. I love horror, pretty much everything, and if they can do it right. So like I don't get scared by a lot of things because I like horror shit. It's kind of hard to get scared by scary things when you're around them a lot, If there is that one game that actually like scares the shit out of me at some point, which I am a very jumpy person, but like there's a difference between jumping and actually being scared, I guess. But like it is the best feeling ever. And for me, worst genre, I feel like I don't know, like maybe like a
Does anybody else see Phil's foot up there holding something in place?
Oh,
Just
Now
God's sake,
stab the
Phil.
knife through your
Time and
foot.
place, man. Time and place.
It was perfect. What do you mean? It's perfect time.
Phil, I didn't want to see that until after the
Thank you,
podcast.
Shane.
Phil, you're supposed to
Again.
reserve that for OnlyFans.
I was gonna say again.
Right.
Come on now, you're selling free content. What are you doing? Where's our margin?
Yeah,
of profit?
never
You can
give
monetize
free
that when
content.
You're doing it for free.
My cat's actually letting me pet her for once. No way.
Oh, baby.
No,
Thank
kitty,
you for
kitty.
not viciously attacking my hand and trying to rip my face off.
My
Best
puppy has
kitty.
gone to bed.
Not best kitty.
Right on, right on.
Not best kitty.
All kitties, best kitties. Oh gosh, genres.
Favorite
Okay.
games genre and why?
I couldn't give you a complete favorite game because it's always changing. I am very much on board with
Genre.
horror games. I'm that weird person that also really likes FPS, even though I suck at it. But I have fun and just shoot shit. Like I have a great time. And I like things with a lot of story. Like really, like I like a lot of different games.
But you can have a
It's
lot
hard,
of
like, you
story
look at-
in whatever genre. So I guess you just go from game to game, absorbing story to story, whatever genre it is, so
Yeah,
long as the story's
yeah.
good. Okay.
I will say I really do love horror, even though horror doesn't always certain horror doesn't always love me. There's a great story in
Oh, you and I just play
where-
Phasmophobia sometimes, which is
Phasmophobia VR is the scariest shit I've ever played in my life. I want to
but
point
there
that
was
out.
a point. I
Horrifying.
think it's in Outlast or Amnesia. I forget which one because they kind of mingle in my mind sometimes.
Mhm.
There's a part where you're getting chased along the books.
I can ask
I
my wife.
like-
She has Outlast. We could determine this. Hold on. My love. You played Outlast, right?
Which one has the Karnak?
I don't think that. Wait, what is a Karnak?
The Karnak was in one of those. I
Outlast or Amnesia?
think it's Amnesia.
That might be Amnesia. Because all I know is that Outlast, at least the first one, there's the guy who's like little pig, and he's
Right,
the
yeah.
giant big dude, and the
So-
people with their wieners out. It's weird, but
Yeah, so there's the one where you can chase, like, just the whole experience of those kind of games. Like,
Excuse me.
first time I did it, like, I freaked out trying to have to run away from the Karnak. But then there's another one where you're being chased and you have to go hide in a locker. And I don't often scream. I'm not a big, like, when playing games, I don't usually have, like, a big shrieky moment. But in this game, like, I got so freaked out. My friend said I said nope like 14 times, just like nope, 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 running through this game. And when it caught me, I screamed so loud they had to take their headset off, and I had thrown my headset off. And those are the moments I love in games.
Kayla,
Fun-
what about you?
oh, sorry.
Definitely RPGs, especially if they're very lore heavy. I'm very much a lore hound. So, you know, and it doesn't, you know, I'm not limited to, you know, it just being fantasy or sci-fi, because obviously any Star Wars RPG you'll probably see me playing, but, you know, I absolutely adore BioShock. Do. You know, when I was in school, a couple friends of mine and I wanted to actually write an opera based on the first BioShock.
Aww.
I feel like that could somehow work. Like that would make sense.
That totally would work. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually
Especially for
still have,
BioShock.
you know, I still have
Yeah.
documents of, like, you know, how would we do instrumentation, what kind of scenes, you know, like, yeah, shit ton of stuff.
Over to Phil. Phil, favorite genre and why?
MMOs, because I absolutely just MMOs in general, because I absolutely, you knew it was coming, man. I absolutely adore the community aspect and the, you know, team play.
Yeah.
I don't care what the story of a game is, frankly. Like,
Hold on. No, you do not adore the
was gonna
team
say,
play.
I
You
call
hate the team play. You hate playing
No.
with people because you play.
Oh, no, you're right.
You're all fucking idiots. I hate all of you.
you're right. You're
Raging
exactly
is
right.
Raging is a part
Yeah,
of the
I still
process,
love it.
man.
Exactly.
makes you feel
it's
better.
Just part of the
Calling his
process.
bullshit. Thank you so much, because sure you could see the whole look on my beautiful face. I was just like, no, fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I saw the look on Gypsy's face, and I was like, wait a second, you do not know. The community, you dissed on 80% of the community, 90% of the community, depending on which game, sometimes 99% of the community when it came to Star Wars Galaxies. It's like you fucking hated those people. You do not.
But I still played the game with them. I still played.
You barely played.
I still played.
You barely played. What you did was you ran.
What I enjoy is the team play aspect and the open world and getting a bunch of people and friends together and going, okay, this is a whole wide world of shit we haven't seen. Let's go.
So you
Which is a feeling I haven't really gotten.
Community.
Sorry?
I was gonna say, so you like the involvement of multiplayer because you can involve your friends, but I can quote you as, I don't want to do flashpoints, I don't want to fuck with people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that word for word? It sounds like it's word for word.
Pretty damn close.
Pretty damn close. You're muted right now, by the way, Jake.
Yes, I know. I was talking to a chatter.
Oh, okay.
Right. And me, everyone knows I love Call of Duty. I love first-person shooters. That's my thing. I love the non-committal aspect of it, where I don't actually have to sit down, grind things out through 100 levels. I don't have to actually, stick around for 100 hours of gameplay to understand what's going on in the story. Just hop me in a multiplayer lobby and just let me loose with the biggest, baddest rifle you could possibly, hand to me, because like that shit's my shit, and it's non-committal, so I could just log on at any time and log off at any time. Nothing's changed. It's all good. I could just hop in and out, shoot some heads, maybe get in touch with some of the community, make a couple friends, and go talk shit against whoever we don't like.
I like to put all my gamer rage into not RPGs. Oh shit! All my gamer rage into first-person shooters like Halo. When I want to just rage at random people, I'll throw on like Halo, a multiplayer or something. And if I really want to blow off steam, Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, Custom Zombies has a place in my heart.
Damn, that was a whole lot.
Yes.
When I'm in a bad mood, I definitely especially in RPGs. I'll go dark side, I'll go renegade. There were many times, back when I still played SWTOR. When I still played SWTOR, if I was really pissed off, I'd do bounty hunter dark side, mainly because you get to cut people's heads off right when you start.
Wow,
when I was in a mood, I used to go. I miss SWTOR's old school PvP, because when I was in a mood, I would throw on some industrial, queue up PvP, and just go raging.
Mm-hmm.
That was older PvP. I miss that.
I just get on my bounty hunter for that shit.
No, you can do that too.
He means in Galaxies.
Well, I mean, in Galaxies, but also in Star Wars: The Old Republic, because you can still single someone out. You could just hook him with the wire, pull him towards you, and just like boom, you force a one-on-one situation, or your team gets a free kill. It's easy. It's fun.
That was me on the fucking Halo campaign with the fucking grapple hook. You fucking grab all the boxes and chuck them at people, and then fucking grapple towards an elite and just fucking gravity gun anyone, punch the shit out of them.
Gravity gun, yeah.
Jaden, first 3 major missions as a bounty hunter in SWTOR require you to bring the heads of your bounties to the hut that's paying you, and for one of them, you then bring the head to the victim's wife.
Yep, I remember that mission.
Wait, that's the first mission?
That's one of the first 3.
Holy fuck!
3 major missions.
What the fuck? What game is this? I need to play this.
This is Star Wars: The Old Republic.
What? This is Star Wars?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's fucking okay.
You kill someone who backstabbed a hut, and the hut tells you to bring his head to his wife.
To the wife, because the wife helped him plan the backstab.
Yep.
Good time.
I'm guessing she had a pretty good reaction to that, huh?
Oh, I have played through that mission.
She ran away. She ran away screaming. She ran away screaming.
That reminds me.
Cancel at the very end of the conversation, so I could repeat the conversation and see all the options, and the screen was beautiful every time.
Plus,
I don't know why.
There's straight up murder for the Black Talon. You just straight up kill a guy.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the clip from GTA 5 where Trevor is like, or it was Trevor and Michael's like, they're talking about like this one lady or this one dude, and they were like, you didn't kill him, did you? And then Trevor's like, what do you take me as, a sick fucking animal? But I did kidnap his wife. And then he fucking opens the back, and then it's like, she's like sitting there like, fucking all tied up and shit.
Trevor Phillips is just an excellent character, and I adore him. That's why I am going to eventually have his hair, so you know what? I may as well develop his demeanor.
He's just like,
oh god, that reminds me about my hairline.
Speed addict up in this shit, and it's like, that's not a good character. Sure, it was delivered and executed very well.
Entertainment is
because it all comes from the place of the fact that his brain has just been melted from hardcore meth use,
which I don't think is a good basis for a character.
You're in a guild of Malkavians.
Sorry, Jake, but no.
No, you want to know who a good character was? An actual character, with multifaceted character? Fucking Michael. Michael was a brilliant character.
Yeah, no, Michael was. Yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying the others weren't. I'm just saying Trevor was freaking hilarious, and he was a great character.
Trevor is a lovable meth addict. Okay.
Trevor's a fucking drug addict who was always off his fucking rocker and is like, oh, let's cause chaos over here. Set this on fire. Kill this guy.
It's GTA, so it works perfectly. It's exactly. That's like the perfect GTA. Piece for that game.
Not interesting though. It doesn't captivate anyone with any sort. It shouldn't hold any normal person's attention for more than 5 minutes. And
but
if it does, you probably also watch Rick and Morty. Just turn your brain off and.
I mean, I do. But okay, look, he's not the greatest character. Okay, he's not as well written as say CJ from San Andreas. Okay, none of the characters have as interesting of a story as Woozy Moo, but. for what they're going for? Yeah, no, it's actually fucking hilarious. It works great.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
I'm just listening.
Well, these two fucks think Rick and Morty style humor is fucking.
Meanwhile,
Rick and Morty style humor is not bad, okay?
It's bad. Like Mirror's Edge.
It's bad. Okay, scientists go back in time. He's a pickle now. Look at me, I'm Pickle Rick.
Oh, he doesn't go back in time, you stupid asshole.
Pickle Rick was amazing.
Never go back in time. There's one episode where they do just to shut up the fans who keep talking about it, and they never touch it again.
Phil, why are you so mad though?
Pickle Rick was amazing until the fan base came and ruined
you if you stand in that red.
That's fine. I'll stand in the red. I don't give a shit. Okay, so
I'm
black
blurry
holes
now.
are the Pokeballs of the universe. True
Did you ever decipher what that meant?
No. I'm still thinking about it. Like, why did I write down black holes are the Pokeballs of the universe, spun goggle wee wees, gas canisters?
Spun goggle wee wees.
Okay, spun goggle wee wees, we know.
Many things? I don't know. I don't do Pokemon.
What?
So. I don't know. I don't do Pokemon.
I don't do Pokemon.
Yeah, she doesn't either. No, neither of my girlfriends know any of their Pokemon, which
I know some of them.
So, can you name all 151 of them? Do you know the Pokerap by heart?
No.
Hey Phil.
Better.
That's like super fan shit. What the fuck? No one should have to know that.
Super fan shit. It's season 1.
That is super fan. Well, Phil, it's 22 years later.
Phil.
Phil, listen to your women.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, we're getting Star-Lord.
Come on, just fucking crank it already.
Come on, Phil.
Look, Mewtwo for life.
Oh,
there you
wait,
go.
what?
And he just dips out.
He British flipped you off.
Wow. I thought he had an ED for the middle
You know what
finger.
I know? I know I want to be the very best.
So, Phil, give me 165 Star Wars planets, then we'll talk.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is what I was saying before.
That's how many there are?
This is what I was saying before.
Ooh, there's a good activity. Phil, you and I could go back and forth naming planets out of the Star Wars franchise and see which one runs out first.
That reminds me of another poster that I have too. Give me a minute.
Sit down.
He's muted. He's muted. He's I have an idea. Give me a second.
I tried.
He needs to. Okay, we need to make it a rule that every time. Bye, Phil. I think that anytime someone has to get up and do something, they are required to have a pencil and paper near them so they can do the Jake thing and pull it up on the camera.
Yeah, like if I hold these up, I'm going for a smoke. If I hold up, the bathroom sign, then I have to go to the bathroom, etc. Okay, so on to the next question. So Phil's confused when he gets back because let's fuck him up.
And this, whenever I do this and leave, it means that I'm gonna go commit arson.
Okay, so we all have had experience in MMOs, and we've all had experience in solo games. But if you had to choose, would you go solo or would you play exclusively MMOs? Take your pick. Kayla, you're first.
Go solo.
Go solo?
Go solo. As much as I have enjoyed playing like SWTOR or like way old school things like Dofus, I like that there's significantly less drama in an RPG.
Yep.
I'm done with the drama.
Gypsy, what about you?
I want to say it depends on context, but like if we're talking purely for like immersive properties, I think solo because there's less distraction. And I'll be honest, like as much as I do love my MMOs, like I've been playing Final Fantasy for like 6 years. There gets a point where there's times where I'm like, I don't really want to run this dungeon because I don't want to deal with other people. Whereas I can run this like I'm playing solo, like say Cyberpunk, I can run this mission maybe with an NPC, but I get to run it how I want to.
Hang that one up too.
Focus.
I am.
Oh,
you are not focused.
Special
you are not paying attention.
collector's edition content.
Okay, let's see how much you're paying attention.
So yeah,
No, what are we talking about? What
You had me kicked. I don't know what we were talking about.
Stay the fuck
Hey,
here.
you got it right. He's confused. Sweet.
You
Woo!
kicked
Mission
me.
accomplished.
I didn't kick you. I just
My kicked is correct. I have the whole galaxy in my hands.
I like how you read off my chat more than I read off my chat. I just go in there and type really quick so I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my answer would be like if it's for immersive purposes and like just the like strict amount of enjoyment, solo.
Fair enough. Frosty, what about you?
Okay, so I haven't had like the crazy experience that you guys have had with RPGs and stuff, but for me being like a basic player to that, and like I think the closest thing to RPG stuff that I really played a lot of was Genshin. I know, don't hate on me, okay? I get it, whatever.
Really?
No,
Genshin.
You're good.
Okay.
But
Good.
not just
Awesome.
RPGs, but if you had to like pick it, like if you had
I
to
would
pick,
do
like,
multiplayer.
multiplayer.
See, the one thing with Genshin that I don't like is that like I love the beautiful scenery and all that, and that's my favorite part about it actually, is like exploring and checking out all the scenery and shit. I wish I had people that I could do, like, I mean, you can have people in the game with you and stuff, and you can go explore these crazy places and stuff, but I want to do missions with them. I want to be able to do like quests with them and all this other stuff. And then there's also another aspect that I'd really want to have in RPGs that I'll talk about when we talk about like the future of it, because I don't think there's that much of it out there.
And then
I'll
Phil
talk
and
about
I have the
stuff.
Phil and I have the same answer. It's MMOs or multiplayer, like multiplayer games straight up. We would not opt to play solo games simply because even though we made this like 99% of the community, he and I could just pick the same game and just play with each other. That needs context. Please, nobody clip that out of context.
Someone clip it. Clip it now. Clip it.
Let's look at what the science bros do.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
Yeah, exactly.
We found out what
The suit crew. Suit crew is the best.
Like,
even co-op is fine and acceptable if it's got something to explore.
I like it, but I think that counts as multiplayer though. I don't think you and I could handle single player games for an extended period of time, longer than, I don't know, 3 days, and we would just go absolutely stir crazy. Well, at least I
like aside from like Fallout and Elder Scrolls, something like that. Yeah, not really. And really, that's only with mods, and because I can completely tailor the world to how I want it.
That's right.
Otherwise, it's dead to me.
Here's one thing to add though, because it's really interesting. I was thinking about because I had this conversation like a week ago.
Okay.
Is that there's certain MMOs that while you at some points play with the community, even if you're in like a party with a group, still play a single player. Final Fantasy kind of does that because while you're going through the story itself, you're really the only one being applied to the story. You are the warrior of light. and then like you kind of like everybody's running around doing the same thing. Sure, like it's that you kind of get that, but at the same time, the story is playing like an RPG where
Similar
it's
to
you in the
SWTOR?
story.
Warrior
kind of
of
does that.
Light?
Yeah, it's the Final
Yeah, that's-
That is
Fantasy.
the
Yeah, that's the
dumbest
Final
thing
Fantasy
I've
thing.
ever fucking heard
I
in my
don't
life.
care what.
It's been
yeah,
that way since Final Fantasy
Yeah.
1, bro.
Yeah,
It's still not dumb. Hold on, it's still dumb. It's still
you
you're
can be
shut
wrong. You can be wrong. That's fine.
up. Never, I was gonna start a fight and it's already chattering out. Never mind, fuck it. No, the dumbest thing I've heard from an RPG was an MMORPG. It was from World of Warcraft, and it was when one of the fucking I don't know racial leaders turned it out to be a fucking what was it, like the Night Warrior or something? It was some elven bullshit, and I was just like, what the fuck? The Night Warrior. And I was like, okay.
Fighter of the night, man. Oh!
What the fuck?
Man.
Sorry,
I go
Jen,
play
you're
with my
too young.
cat for 2 seconds. I come back here, and this is what's happening. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore, man. It's been 30 seconds.
So MMOs. What is the future of MMOs looking like?
Can I start? Can I start?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. One thing
'Cause you know
that I, huh?
Because you know the least. We'll start off with you, and then we'll get to the interesting answers.
Exactly.
Damn.
I think that. So I have been wanting to play like a really good an MMORPG, so multiplayer stuff that would be in VR. I want there to be a really good VR MMORPG. I feel like that would be really fun,
is.
and it would bring. There is.
There is.
Like, what is it? Let me know what it is. I need to know.
There are like 5 of them, but off the top of my head, I can give you one. Elite Dangerous.
Are they like actually like good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Elite
so
Dangerous is really
it's
good.
here. The future is now, boys. Yes.
Any game that has a cat is a good game. Fight me.
But is it like
so
a?
Elite Dangerous is a good game because
Is
I
it-
have a ship cat. Yeah.
Is it like? But like, see, I'm talking about like VR games when they get more like super complex. Like I feel like,
Yes.
Okay.
is it actually
Very.
like?
Yes.
You
Okay,
have to
send
go
me
to
the link.
school
I need the
to learn
link.
how to
I need the
fight.
link.
Gotta be a
Yeah.
I want to preface a game that would be amazing and yet completely dizzying in VR.
What's up?
Portal.
Oh.
That would.
Could
Okay.
you imagine flying and flipping and going through portals with a VR headset?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I think there is a
Ugh.
mod.
I'd be so
to
sick.
solve that too.
hold up. We got a viewer comment.
Yeah.
We got Zenith, which is a VR MMO coming out on the 29th of this month.
Ooh.
shit.
Promising, allegedly.
Hey, that's 2 days after my birthday. Whoa!
Happy
All right,
birthday,
somebody
Jake.
get
You're in
you the game.
future.
Thank you.
Well, we're
Put
not
it on
buying
your wish list.
you're on your own.
Buy me a 3090 RTX GeForce thing.
VR MMO looks definitely looks like the future, but
Yeah.
it's not coming. What I mean is like sort of the industry, more or less. So business practices, the continuation of MMOs. Maybe MMO is a dying genre. Who knows?
No,
What is the future looking like? Gypsy, you don't think so?
I really don't think MMOs are ever going to die out. There's too many diehards. You have people that you have such diehards that you have people that like missed the old game MMO so much that they found a way to set up their own servers.
Yeah.
You guys,
Galaxies.
like galaxies, vanilla WoW, like people are diehard about that. They make friendships, they make relationships, they invest so much money. Like I think they may shift
true.
over time.
It's absolutely true.
But
I
I
met my wife on World of Warcraft. I co-signed that.
Yeah, I met Phil on Final Fantasy. Like
And Kayla and I
mean-
met on SWTOR.
see?
And then
Uh,
Phil and I met on. We did meet on a game.
Yeah, no, we met in the chat room.
But it's just like, yeah, I don't think those will. Oh, okay.
You did not
I'm
get
trying to get the
unblurred.
thing to focus. Yeah, I know,
Um,
exactly.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go away. I think that there's just too much invested, even monetarily. People dump so much money into it.
Yep.
It's just they're not gonna give it up. Also, because think about it, like, imagine what this pandemic would have been like without MMOs.
Ooh. Yeah.
Without that
Hmm.
way to go, like in Final Fantasy, people started doing, dance parties and, performances, and just, they would stream on Twitch and
Oh,
stuff, and it was the best you could feel like getting into a club or something. Like, for the people, it's an accessibility thing.
Mhm.
Like,
Actually,
imagine if we didn't have that.
to add to that, SWTOR has, a random event where, they have a rat ghoul plague that,
Mhm.
comes around like every 2 months,
Yep.
something like that.
I know about it.
And this fucking camera. And toward the beginning of the whole COVID thing, the rat ghoul plague came up, and everyone was kind of
That's
joking, "Oh my god, you
terrifying.
got to social distance. No, stay away, 1.5 meters."
Everyone was up on that. I remember the jokes. I was playing Sator.
What's wrong with
It was the beginning of the pandemic before I made the swap over to Guild Wars. Kayla, what do you think? Anything to add? Any thoughts?
Something that's seemed very sad to me is, I think the future of MMOs is going to include considerably less RP.
Oh,
Yeah,
why do you
I
say
know
that?
what you mean.
What do you
I've
think?
I
seen
mean, because most games, might have a huge RP following in the very beginning, but as time goes on, it dwindles. Begins to fall off. You go from, like, if you take Spatoran as an example, where it had 2 dedicated RP servers for the US alone, and then they both got folded into mega servers and then into another one, and by the end, you really, instead of having 2 servers, you had one that was more active, and then they're really not active at all. I mean, I remember trying to recruit on what was considered the active server, in the past few years, and it was a pain.
Yeah.
And on top of that, part of the other reason that RP struggles so much is just the amount of drama that happens. Not RP drama, but people being terrible people.
Yeah.
Terrible
Mhm.
people suck.
Yeah,
Be awesome people.
I've seen the exact, different games, but I mean, I'm in active RP communities on both SWTOR and Final Fantasy.
I'm not saying that they're not there.
Ah,
They're not as prevalent as
You
they
two need to
were when the
fight.
games
You two
first
fight, go.
started. But not
right.
like, we can have civil discourse here. We're capable of that, at least.
Damn, Phil, I feel like we got like shots taken at us.
You did.
I am neutral.
Yeah.
Neutral
But
boy.
no, like, sure, there are still communities that are managing to run strong, but there are much fewer and further in between than they used to be, and that seems to be a pattern that happens in these MMOs.
It's very sad.
It
I'd say
And
there
to add
definitely
on
is
to
an
that-
impact for that. Yeah.
Yeah, to add on to that, a lot of MMOs that are coming out now are kind of doing the Korean thing where they have a character limit in the
New
chat.
World.
Yeah, no, New World, exactly. Like New World, what is it, Black Desert, all these other,
Victoria
great,
character
fantastic
limit.
looking. No, not gods.
You might mean
Someone
like
else I played
smaller, like
recently, I can't
Twitter.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like everything is kind of trying to, have a 500 or 250 character limit, and that just assassinates roleplay.
Yeah.
It just completely kills it.
What I find difficult for MMOs, especially the new ones coming out, is that none of them are coming out with any sort of decent PvP systems.
Yeah.
It's always, no matter what MMO you go to, there's always going to be some imbalance somewhere that sets up a meta to cater to one class or another, and it always seems to be on rotation.
Flavor of the month, yeah. Different updates.
Yep.
Balance
It's hard,
everything
it's hard to
different content,
balance numbers versus mechanics and then possible combinations. So, for
Yeah.
example, on Star Wars: The Old Republic, you compare a Sith warrior with a bounty hunter versus a Republic, I don't know, Vanguard and then something else or whatever. And then there's no way to balance those numbers because one team is going to be stacked in terms of their skills and how they function mechanically versus another team's numbers. It doesn't matter how much damage they do or how much damage they can take and not die. If the other team can just keep them at a distance permanently 100% of the time, it's just like because of
I
mechanics
can
like
actually
that.
give you a
It is
good
so
example for SWTOR
difficult
too.
for it's so difficult to maintain any sort of balance. Is that PvP in MMOs is there's it used to be the case with World of Warcraft, for example, where you could be a competent PvPer and be so good you actually get out and you get an invitation to come out and compete at BlizzCon. And you could win hundreds of thousands of dollars being great at that, to now where it's like it's not even a thing anymore. Pretty much, it's just like MMOs coming out these days, in this day and age, they don't care about PvP. And I'd be surprised, and I wouldn't be surprised if some MMO comes out soon that doesn't even have PvP as a feature.
There are
Yeah.
several that don't.
Well, color
just
me
completely
unsurprised.
don't have it. Yeah.
Color me unsurprised then.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of what like an MMO that has a great PvP system, and I can't really think
It
of
just
one.
doesn't
Like
exist.
Final Fantasy is broken as all hell. Star Wars, it's again like I even said I miss old PvP in Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guild
Well, you can't
Wars
play
is
melee in PvP
okay.
anymore. Like everyone and their moms is playing range classes, so it's like, so don't even consider melee a thing in PvP. I think the only game that comes close to having any sort of balance when it comes to PvP is Guild Wars 2, because they balance class mechanics per game mode. And if you're in a PvP game mode, then what they do is they nerf some of your abilities or buff someone else's abilities or something like that in order to offset the mechanical functions of a skill or the overrated damage, and they just turn the damage down, and maybe it does something else or something like that, like a different sort of debuff or maybe a buff towards the teammate or something like that. Guild Wars 2 is the closest I can think of that does any
And
sort
each of those skills, those settings, and all the parameters are completely different to the PvE version of the skills.
Exactly.
It's the same skill and it plays the exact same, but the numbers are tweaked per game mode. And that's a really great way of handling it.
There's either a number tweak or they remove the debuff aspect of it or add an additional one in some classes cases. But like any other game outside of that, no. I can't name a single MMO that has done PvP decently since
Jaden, stop playing with fire.
Since Star
I
Wars
want to play
Galaxy,
with my fire, motherfucker.
and that shut down in
I'll make you
2011.
play with fire.
That shut down 11 years ago.
Yeah, with playing Genshin for as long as I did, I have realized that there is literally no PvP at all in that game. It's all PvE, and it's like, I don't know. The one thing I don't like about it is that you can't play with a bunch of a whole fuck ton of people, and you can't. Yeah, it's just
you can't
you
just
can't
walk through the main city and see like 100 different people. You have to.
Yeah, no, it's literally just NPCs. It's all NPCs.
Wow.
Yeah, no, and then you can see. I mean, you can have up to 4 people in a world at a time, I'm pretty sure. And and you can't even do quests together. It's like, why? It's I don't know. I wish it was more multiplayer based, and I would actually really enjoy that game a lot more, but I don't know. Right now, after playing it for so long, getting to adventure rank 50, which is not where I thought I would end up being after playing that game. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really play it that much anymore. Like, I'm not really hyped for anything on it anymore.
MMOs are always going to be a thing because there's always going to be diehards somewhere. And there's always going to be someone smart enough to run a server. But as things currently stand, are MMOs as popular as they once were? And if not, is there a chance that there could be a comeback?
I think with like having content creators out there now, and and having a bunch of people streaming, for example, something like Guild Wars or Genshin on a stream, it can pull in a lot more people than it would before. I guess Twitch and maybe possibly YouTube way back, but I actually, I don't know enough information about that to put an opinion. Never mind.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Phil.
I'm gonna go last on this one, actually.
Well, you've actually looked into this a little bit because actually that's a good call. So we're gonna save the best for last, for the lack of a better phrase. This not to suggest that your answer will be the best. I in fact think it will be the worst. Gypsy, what about you?
I mean,
yeah, worse than mine.
Again, I go back to what we've experienced the last 2 years. Is that it's partially a condition of society and what's going on with things. Like, there was a huge insurgence with certain MMOs because this became the only outlet. I don't know if you really consider like Second Life one, but when the beginning of the pandemic hit,
It's
Second
one.
Life became really
We'll count
popular
it. We'll count it.
because, you know, it was a place you could really create yourself as your avatar if you wanted to, for one. And people, again, they were doing live concerts, like with voice and maybe streaming on Twitch, playing their instruments and whatever. And like that was huge when we couldn't have concerts, we couldn't gather, and we still should not be gathering. So, but like, back when it really hit, there was a huge insurgence. It was big rush for that because that was your outlet, that was your gathering. You
Yep.
could voice with people. Well, you could basically you could cuddle with people for frick's sake. Like, you could
Yeah.
have that fake virtual contact that you couldn't have. And even Final Fantasy and other ones, they got a big bump when that was the outlet that they had. So I think it can. I think that involvement in numbers show it can, but it really comes down to making sure you're giving the players what they want and you're giving a story that's worth investing in and coming back to.
And
Endwalker was a great example. Like, I have been playing, like I said, for 6 years. I've been through several expansions. I have never experienced quite what you did with Endwalker when you got in. And it wasn't as much, the story's fantastic, but it was the people were given the story and some of the content they wanted to the point where it was impossible to log in.
Yep.
Like, I sat,
It's still a thing.
I sat for hours in queue. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's proof that it can actually come back. It can be a thing. The problem is that there's surges and then drop off. So you have to account for that.
Yep. Kayla, anything?
I think, going back, circling around to things like having the PvP mechanics that consistently change, that, don't really work the way they should, and, sometimes having stories that just don't land right. I mean, thinking in terms of expansions, I point out Shadow of Revenant Swator and both Knights of the Eternal Throne and Knights of the Fallen Empire were all just not the greatest in terms of story.
Yeah.
There's having these things, having even again going to Swator because it's my main point of reference, but even having like, oh cool, we have the ability to actually switch factions for a second, and then oh wait, no, it's really just going to be Republic versus Sith forever and whatever. And it just, unless we get something that's really new that works, it might be harder for MMOs to find an audience in future. Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, circling back to because Phil's gonna go last on this one. I guess I'll go second to last on this topic. I think right now MMOs are on a decline. Were it not for COVID, they'd be even more on a decline. With the lockdowns and such, but tying that into with shareholders and the likes, and the player base not coming first, companies are going to have to do whatever they can to make the biggest buck they can for the shareholders, and that often includes deadlines and such, which could impact how well together a story is put, or how well together a patch has been tested for PvP or new raid content, and the likes. And I think it could be really damaging to the industry in the long term, like as we've seen, but worse, like as soon as whenever this, for some reason, 3-year emergency is over, it's like people are going to be outside, they're going to be doing the things. MMOs are going to be even deader than before.
Yeah.
So that's definitely on a decline, and so long as companies keep prioritizing the shareholders over the customer base, then we're just going to keep seeing that steady decline.
It's essentially the idea that there's so much in the idea of, oh, this is a good gimmick that we should do, that they're not really listening or looking towards UX. And unfortunately for gaming industry, UX, user experience, what I do is just so new to gaming. I mean, gaming in and of itself is really only like a teenager in terms of an industry.
Yep.
I'll say it's a toddler.
I feel like it really depends on the game. Like you have certain ones where they do listen to their player base, and it's consistently
Yeah.
shown, and there are some that really don't.
yeah, right. Fucking shout out to EA with Sator, am I right? It's fine.
Yay with most of their games nowadays.
Yeah, I know, right? But like even if the Final Fantasy run by Square Enix, whatever, they still owe a little something to their shareholders.
Oh yeah.
Like, if they were 100% dedicated to their player base over their shareholders, I imagine that with all that extra time for testing, whatever, because game companies understand that the majority of an MMO's player base is okay with a deadline being pushed back if it means better content. They understand that, but they can't do that because of their shareholders. But if they were allowed to do that, the story would hit aces. The PvP would be balanced. The new raid content, glitchless. It would be a phenomenal experience.
I think you're asking for a lot from an online game.
It is, but I mean,
Yeah.
I know. For now,
another
Phil.
thing I'd point out is
Yes.
not just listening to the players, but at least understanding player psychology.
Yes.
It's because sometimes it seems like they're just kind of throwing out content, but not thinking, okay, it doesn't matter what your really. Sometimes it doesn't matter what your player base wants. It's where's the payoff.
You're right.
Right. If you're gonna build up these stories, I mean, like Bounty Hunter and SWTOR, where you make friends with Mandalore and all these cool bounty hunters, and then they get killed, and it becomes a revenge story. That's a perfect example of a great emotional payoff.
Yep. Exactly.
Then, like, you get like
I was there, bounty hunter main.
yeah, same. Had a bounty hunter, but then you get things like the Jedi Sage storyline, where it's just like, oh, it's this mysterious illness we have to fix, or the Sith Inquisitor, where it's just like, oh, I basically get to be under the heel of someone my entire life, and I never really make it to the top. It's there's I mean, you could say this for lots of games, not just MMOs, but MMOs seem to be the ones that are the victims of it because they have so much content. There's not the same level of effort put in, and there's not a huge focus on, hey, what's the payoff, so much as, hey, how can we make people level up? You kind of need both to have something really great.
I know, right? Yep. That's actually a fair point to bring up the payoff things as a major component of user experience. That's actually something I hadn't considered. Like it was there, but I haven't actually sort of had the words to put it into. So thank you so much for bringing that up, because that's actually something really important for developers and
I've been doing some studying.
yeah, we got two experts here in the podcast. Now let's go to expert number 2, my man Phil. What do you got? This better be good.
Oh, it's good, because I am going to run contrary to basically what all of you have said.
Ooh, let's go.
Because I am coming, because, mind you, I've done the market research and all the business side of things. Y'all are going on about the creative aspects of it, and that's fine and dandy. But
now, before you go off, I want y'all to pay attention. Y'all at home to pay attention. Phil and I are gonna fight. I want you to pay attention to what sort of tactics he uses, because I finally figured him out. I finally figured it out. He's going to bring up a contrary opinion, which is fine, fair enough. But what he is going to do is he's going to nitpick at the things we said and ignore the things that we were right about. He isn't going to give us credit about that. He's going to nitpick what he thinks we were wrong about. And then
now he's going to do that or not do that.
No. I'm not going to nitpick what anyone has said, because
something that we didn't even touch on. He's going to bring up something and then act like we're arguing for that. Anyway, go ahead, Phil.
Anyway, so games are, whether or not COVID was around, MMOs are more popular than they have ever been. They are not every MMO is bringing in as much revenue as some others, but the ones that are bringing in revenue are really just creaming it in. And, that's because they have the big dev teams, they have the, big marketing budgets, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, y'all are, saying that the story is important and, you want to feel about the story and shit. That's not the focus of the business side of anything, and unfortunately, it's the business side that wins out. The business side gives a shit about surprise mechanics. And
Explain. What are surprise mechanics, Phil?
the gachapon games, the the loot boxes and the loot crates and the oh, pay again. Could this camera not just like
This camera doesn't agree with you.
Oh, my camera agrees with me, and I'm loving it.
You've been staring into my soul this whole time.
Maybe shuffle it around. Who knows? It'll figure itself
Should have
out.
put on my angry face.
Just on it.
Put on my angry face for him.
That actually did it. God. But anyway.
Holy
So
fucking-
the
stop
gachapon
playing the
mechanics are
guitar!
what actually keep the game
God.
afloat. And the story, the new mechanics in the expansions, the new classes, all that is all pretty much in service to bring people in so that they spend money in the cash shop and on the gachapons and the subs and the everything else. Every fucking investor call, every conversation with shareholders always focuses around, oh, look, we have new mechanics that are sure to bring in players, and we are very certain that it's going to have them engage with the other live services, which is fancy fucking marketing term for cash shop. It's going to have everyone engage with the live services and have them pay into that, and it'll blow out our profits to the absolute maximums, fucking Lumos Maxima. And that, unfortunately, that is kind of what works. And it's horrible to say it. It's shitty to say. It's a shitty reality, but that's what actually works. That's what keeps people playing, because they feel like, well, I've spent $3,000 in this game's cash shop. I've got all these skins and stuff that I like. I want to keep playing. It's the sunken cost fallacy. Hold on, everyone else had a turn. I waited until last. Wait.
Yeah, but whenever I wait till last, I let people interject at whatever point they want to. So
Well,
here,
fuck, but I'm on a roll, damn it.
Not
Yeah, I lost it.
objecting.
Okay, go on.
I was gonna say, didn't I say a bunch of that already? You're
yeah,
trying to
just-
say I'm wrong, but I said a bunch of that.
Yep. Nope. This is what Phil does. And another thing, Phil, just because people are spending more on
Oh,
games doesn't mean the
shit.
games are actually popular, nor does it mean that the industry is growing. The industry isn't growing. More people aren't engaging. Just whatever people are left are spending more.
No,
I can't wait
it's
to s-
actually
If there's
growing.
10 people
It's grown.
who pay $100
Massively.
a piece, that's $1,000. That's still
Yeah,
10 people.
that's not a lot.
If you have one person who pays $1,000, that's just one person.
They're
In
not
this day and
interested
age,
in it.
We have the one person. We do not have the 10 people anymore.
No. Here's the thing. The people that actually keep the servers alive are the people that spend $10,000 in one fucking shot.
Which is
Those are
great,
the people that
That
keep
doesn't
games
mean
up.
MMOs are more popular.
That-
Just because they're making
That
more
is...
money.
No.
They're making more money because more
I'm not
people
fucking
are paying
finished
more.
yet.
There's less people than ever
Finished.
before.
No. There's more people, but they're not in the games that you and I play because we don't enjoy that kind of game. We don't enjoy the fucking gachapon games.
The Gachapon games are the least popular ones.
We're talking.
No, they're the most popular.
Are you fucking kidding me? Neverwinter is dead.
Are you
compared to
kidding
Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is dead compared to Final Fantasy 14.
Because Neverwinter in and of itself is a shitty game. Neverwinter in and of itself doesn't grab anyone. It doesn't grab anyone long enough for them to engage with shit. Okay.
No,
Okay.
you say it's a shitty game. Just last night, you and I were talking about it, and we're saying it's a shame it's one of those gacha games because it actually, plays very well. It has a very attractive combat mechanics involved in it.
Yeah.
You and I said the exact same thing. I remember it clear as day. Don't you try to play me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't
And
you
then
try
we fucking and then we avoid the fucking gacha games.
to... Gypsy's got
Hey,
something to
but-
say.
Go on, Gypsy. Oh wait.
Final Fantasy doesn't do gotcha. You get what
Yep.
you pay for.
Hmm?
And look at their member base. Look at their longevity. They
Yeah.
they rose from the damn grave as an MMO and
Yep.
continue to surge. And despite that there is a wave, there is a hump that happens when you get like the pandemic, for one thing. Well, we can wave that aside if you want to. You said forget the pandemic. Okay. There was still plenty of player base. There was an expansion. They had to stop paying, selling expansion. They couldn't sell the game. They had so many players.
How much does
So-
it cost to buy a pot of dye on the Mog Station, Gypsy?
Okay, so you're talking cash shop in general, not just gotchas,
Yeah,
because
No, not just gacha, but gacha
But-
is the new thing on the block that everyone is trying to get in on. It's like
Genshin.
Battlefront 2.
right, I need a clarification here because you're focusing gotcha.
The cash shop in general is what they're trying to get everyone to come in and spend money at.
So regardless
Right,
of
but
whether or
that
not
has
it's paid
nothing to
for,
do
it's
with
being paid
the.
for.
Yeah, regardless. Yeah.
But that okay, so I think we're talking. It feels like we're talking about two different things. We're talking about people. If people are going to keep coming to play the game, and it sounds like you're talking
Yeah.
more about the
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 toxic,
profit
what's the word I'm after? Yeah, exactly. The toxic predatory monetary practices that they all engage in because it keeps it leashes people in to, where they feel like, oh shit, well I've spent $3,500 in the game's cash shop and, I guess I'm just going to keep playing anyway.
But
People-
there
that's
are
one person playing, but
that's every game.
that's
Yeah, it
that's-
is every
that's
game.
100 people. That's 100 people still leaving. Whereas if it was back in the day, or if it was Final Fantasy X, you'd still have the 10 people playing, even though they didn't pay $3,000, and then you'd still have just 90 people leaving. So it would be more popular in the long run with people spending less. See, you're like I said earlier, you're losing like the revenue that a game's making in order to indicate its popularity, which is simply not true because people are paying $3,000, $10,000 or something like that, which is insane. How do you motherfuckers have that kind of money? Okay,
There's a lot of people on Genshin.
Don't
There's a
ask me.
lot of Genshin streamers that
whales.
do that shit, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It is
But-
crazy. Someone tried
Yeah.
to tell me that spending no money on Genshin is not is a boring way to play it, and I went completely without buying anything, spent $0 on that game, and I had a
That is
decent,
the boring way to
good
play
time.
Genshin.
It
but-
kind of is,
I never
but
played
it was still
Genshin,
fun.
though.
Okay, it was
Yeah.
fun with moderation. All right.
Well, but see, okay, here's the thing. You were talking about like how much is a pot of dye.
Yeah.
But the thing is with that is like there are other methods in which to get those exact same dyes. Now the outfits, yeah, okay, you can give or take. You can, it comes out with a pretty new outfit, la da 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 da.
Yeah,
And
dude,
you know,
I'm not gonna
previous
lie,
seasons.
$25, $30 Aussie for an outfit is absolutely crazy.
Right, but that's an option.
yeah, when I could go
It
to
is an
Walmart, pick up
option.
an outfit,
Oh, for the outfits, no,
that
it's
you
not an
have, that
option.
yes, it is. You don't have to have that outfit to play your game. They have
No,
so
but I need it
much-
for my character. I need the Bohemian coat for Kusu.
That's your
that's
problem.
a you thing.
That is a you thing.
In
That
your
is not a
words,
player
that is a
based
you
thing.
thing.
I have
That
a
has nothing
question.
to. Yes.
You're just wrong there, though. Shut up.
Let
You
yes, Frosty.
I have a question for Jake and Phil. All right.
Oh,
when
yeah.
is the Jake versus Phil boxing fight happening? When is it happening?
I will snap Phil like a twig, so it's not happening now.
Oh.
The problem is Jake and I would be in different classes. Jake could be in lightweight, I'd be in medium weight, so we can't.
That's actually true. If we were part of like a professional, like an actual professional boxing circuit league, what would you call it? I don't know.
It needs to happen.
Call it a
I don't
ring
care. It
fight.
needs to happen.
Whatever. No, he and I would be in different categories. The matchup wouldn't happen unless, like, I don't know, our agents, said, okay, let's wait.
Yeah, this is a
But-
gag match. It's like the
Yeah.
Harlem Globetrotters versus the freaking Chicago Bulls or something.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but I would. But I don't want to hurt my best friend, so I'm not gonna box him.
It would still
I
be.
don't want to physically hurt him.
awesome.
I do want to mentally damage him as much as I possibly can. But I
Let's
don't
get him into a game of Mortal
That's legal.
Kombat. Just hit him with Mortal Kombat. There you
I'm
go.
going to resist the urge to do the Mortal Kombat scream.
Thank you.
Do it.
do it.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, like I feel like you're addressing it from an entirely different viewpoint than the rest of us were.
Yes,
We're not
I'm
talking
addressing it
about
from the
finances.
business.
But
We're
Yeah,
not talking
I
about
am.
business.
We're not talking about the business.
We're talking about
I
players.
am.
Remember the last thing I said in predicting Phil?
Right.
All of the check marks came true. Everything I predicted about Phil's argument 100% came true. The last thing I
looking back at
predicted
the
was he
stream
was
for
going to
this.
talk at it from an angle that we didn't even discuss it from and pretend that that's what we were arguing for. Phil,
no, he's
you just got predicted.
No.
All my qualifications are from a business fucking standpoint. Go figure. That's the perspective I talk about it from. All my research is from the business.
Go on,
Caleb.
It is valid. I'm just saying it's different viewpoint.
It's a different topic entirely to what we were talking about.
What is it?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a different topic. However, it's not gonna quite Let me finish. I know.
Let me call you something. Twitch won't let me call
Boxing.
you.
Boxing. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. I swear.
Stick up in here, man.
Jake vs. Gypsy. Let's go. I'm gonna die.
I'm small. I'll kick your ankles in.
Damn it.
Oh my god, no. Oh shit.
Not my poor
But
ankles.
okay, so like Kayla said, it's not wrong. It's just different, and it's hard to coincide with the viewpoints we've been offering because we are talking from a player stance. He's talking from a marketing stance. So it's not wrong. It's just it's going to hi baby. It's going to conflict with
Yeah.
with the way you process and the way you're going to discuss things, because business is not really going to coincide with people in a sense. Like one is the serving of making the money, and the other is the playing of the experience.
And that's what I meant by exactly what I meant when I said I'm going to come at this from a way and, have a point of view that no one else has expressed, and it's possibly going to disagree with you all.
Mm-hmm.
Because the business side of things, yes, I do. Go back.
Go back. Yeah, I'll just go back
Fuck
over
you.
live.
You can just hit J on the fucking Twitch thing. That's fine.
But I will
like
say,
the business perspective is exactly that. Gypsy, go on.
I was going to say that my disagreement is that cash shops aren't going to kill games because they are optional.
Oh yeah, no.
Now, there are some people who, oh my god, gotta have the red jacket. Okay, you have your snowflakes. Love you. But it is not essential
Rest in peace, Phil.
to play.
Dude, the way Phil took off his glasses, like I don't want to
see that.
Like, I love my wife, but I think I'm gay now.
That is not where I thought you were gonna go with that. And I don't know how I didn't think that. You know what? I'm playing with fire again. I'm done.
Glasses was phenomenal. He was just like.
That needs to be the thumbnail. That needs to be the thumbnail for this.
There you go. There you go.
It's hot.
Exaggerated zoom in.
God, that was the look of a man who was done with your shit, Gypsy. The last time I was given that look, it was I was still in middle school, and it was followed by the words, "I'm going to push in your shit, maybe after class."
Oh my god. That is not something that I would want someone to say that to me.
Yeah, I got my ass whooped that day.
Fun. I've never gotten my ass whooped at school. I can thankfully say I've come close, but I did not ever get my ass whooped, and I did not do any ass kicking.
Okay, hold on. Before we diverge,
Yes.
we did interrupt Phil. So did you have more to add to that? Since we did kind of interject.
As we needed to. I do want to point something out about the question, though. Once Phil's done with this thing.
Okay. So, yeah, no, from the business standpoint, all the content, all the everything, it just exists in service of getting people to come in and spend on the cash shop and the gachapon and the whatever else. It's why SWTOR, take a look at SWTOR's cash shop, for instance. You can buy the skins, or you can play the freaking gachapon. What are they? The hyper crates?
Like loot boxes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their version of the loot boxes, the hyper crates. And some of the skins are only available in hyper crates because they know that's what's going to get people to spend money.
I spent hundreds of millions of credits.
Yeah.
I did eventually
never...
get my...
No. Well, see, here's the thing. That's something very good. it's predatory what they did, but it's good the way, in terms of business, the way that they did that, where you can buy the loot crates and then sell them on the auction house.
Yep.
Because it means someone's spending the money. Someone is spending the money to actually get the crate and sell it to other people for credits.
Yep. I became a broke man over that, but I got what I wanted.
I just had a Star Wars sugar daddy, so.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. So the thing about the question I had asked was, and I know it made it difficult to answer the question with any sort of solid answer. I guess sort of was that the operative term was really popular. Are MMOs popular? Because remember,
yes,
there's something to point out here. Even though someone plays an MMO, they recognize it's a trap, it's an addiction. They're not supposed to be doing it, and they're not enjoying themselves. For example, World of Warcraft players telling new players, quit while you can. This is World of Warcraft. They're not enjoying themselves, and they're warning others to quit. So, is World of Warcraft really popular with World of Warcraft players? I would argue not. But then again, it's kind of difficult because it is up to interpretation. Because the word itself, popular, like, we can come at it from 100 different angles and sort of list off in different terms and what we exactly mean by popular. But because there's so many interpretations, I think it's difficult to give out a really solid answer, a really definitive one that just puts a nail in the coffin for the question. Which is why I got so many different answers from different people here about that question. I think it's really interesting. It's really awesome. It's telling for how intellectually diverse Impulse is with our podcast right now. We have so many different ways to answer one question.
I don't remember my answer.
With the variability of number of people agreeing versus disagreeing with the other people.
And the one egging it on.
No, I mean, no, I can agree with you on that because, the way I define popular is the number of active people playing it. Because, as much as I am loath to say it, players are payers, and the more people that are playing it, that means you have more opportunities of converting them into active paying customers.
Right.
That's the business standpoint. So that's how I define popular.
Yeah. So it's really difficult to say one or the other because like someone else means something else by popular, or someone else hears it and they think something totally new out there, and it's really difficult to say. Anyway, worst segue ever, anime.
What about anime?
Someone is downloading something at Jake's house. No, I'm fine. I'm not fine. Holy shit, let me. Son of a bitch.
You're welcome.
Huh?
It was fine, and then it wasn't, and then it was fine.
And then it was fine, and then it wasn't, and then it was fine again, then it kind of isn't.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Anime.
Oh.
Or you mean, well, we will be.
Stream. It cuts in and out every now and again.
Oh, shit.
He went all like roboto.
Oh, yeah, I heard that part.
And the stream actually cut.
Yep, I know. Give me a sec. Am I still good?
No.
You are even worse than you were before.
You will out before our we are invading.
Chat gives a big thumbs down.
0 out of 10.
Damn it.
For my stream, 10.
Downvote.
Double no.
Negative karma.
Yes. It's just getting worse for him, man.
Yeah, no, it really is. Like, oh my god. Apparently he has, in fact, moved to Sydney.
Well, a lovely hoodie, sweater, whatever that is, I guess.
Yeah, no, it looks like cashmere or something.
Nice shoulder, Jake. Doing great on the shoulders, I see. So I was sitting here with fucking a paper towel under each foot, and I was just like going back and forth, just hydrate again. Are you fucking kidding? Okay, I have time. I'll be back. I'm gonna go fill this up.
Hey, bitch. Yeah, volunteer things done. About like probably around half an hour. Want to go to the store after?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Not sure right now. If you actually want to. Do you have any?
Now we put the galaxy over here. Hell yeah.
I did technically give you an extra jump.
Oh yeah. Now I just need something for like, yeah. Oh yeah. And I still want to get something over there, but hell yeah. Oh.
Get the fuck out of here. Get deflected, bitch. I am back with more water. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom here in the next fucking like less than 30 minutes because hella waters. Cup, you make me drink water one more time. I'm gonna have to murder you in Minecraft. In Minecraft.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. People, when I didn't have a I now have a 30-minute like gap between every time you can do a finish the bottle thing or whatever for channel points, and it used to be unlimited, and people would fucking spam that shit, and I'd have to drink like 2-3 water bottles at a time, and I would have to go to the bathroom like 4 times in one 3-hour stream. The worst thing ever. Also, Cup, we're answering questions from chat if you want to ask any questions, and we are going to be talking about favorite and least favorite animes here as soon as everybody is back.
And as soon as Jake fixes his internet.
I didn't realize you were still streaming. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
I thought you went BRB too.
Nope.
Oh, I was BRB for a minute, and then I came back and I was like, if I'm talking, then I might as well keep it up. Why not? That's my fault.
I wouldn't have shown my face while I was eating.
This is a mukbang.
Oh my god, yes.
We're gonna turn this stream into a mukbang.
I'm down, but I'm not gonna be able to eat as much as people who do mukbangs or mukbangs or whatever the fuck it's called.
I mean, I can.
Yeah, I can't eat that.
That's right.
Like,
just give me your share. I'll eat it.
I can't. Okay, bet. Sweet. Fuck yeah. I'm not the human trash compactor. I can eat about a limit of 1 Jack's pizza to myself. If I'm stoned, then it takes the limit off. Then there's no limit.
I can get through 3 large pizzas on my own from Pizza Hut, so...
What the fuck? Holy shit.
Actually, wait, okay, Twitch terms of service. I can't take off the shirt on stream, but if I do it off camera, that's apparently fine, according to Twitch. I don't know why.
Because people can't see it. Also, I'm back.
TOS, we can see your shadow. Ah!
Shadow boobs.
Yeah.
Moobs, rather.
Shadow boobs are the best. No, that'd be shoobs.
Like, okay, look, seriously? I can put away 3 pizzas.
No, my stream is up, motherfucker.
And it doesn't show. Yeah, no, this is fine. I'm not allowed to take the shirt off on stream. But this is fine if I enter camera with it off. Don't ask me why.
Wait.
Don't ask me what fucking rules lawyer they have on their staff. Don't even begin to ask me because someone needs a brick to the freaking face for coming up with that rule.
What did
Cup
you say?
has a
Kayla?
Why is my boyfriend shirtless on air?
And it's stupid.
I don't know why.
I don't know, but I'd love to see it.
Oh my.
Philip.
Cup had a very
Hell.
important
Why are
question.
you shirtless
He
on air?
asked. Oh,
Because I was saying that I can totally eat, 3 large pizzas to myself, and I'll eat Jaden's share of everything and not show it at all. It goes nowhere. I am just a black hole.
No,
it
it
just
goes to the toilet.
compresses into it just compresses to like diamonds in my colon, and they get
No.
shat out into the toilet.
I feel that.
You deserve it. You deserve it, Phil.
Cup says, "How do I pee while standing?" Does anyone want to?
Stream is currently lagged, Jake.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Does anyone want to answer how to pee while standing for Cup?
That might be a you thing.
Why is
Nope.
this a question?
Well,
It's a question
you stand up.
from a viewer.
Now remember, you got to stand over the toilet and spread your legs a little around it to either side, and make sure you point down. Okay.
Yes,
That's
and
it.
make
That's
sure
secrets
you
to
have your
standing up.
pants.
You're welcome. That is how you do it without having to clean up like a
No,
shit ton of fucking
that's
piss
wrong.
drops all over the place.
That's wrong. You forgot an important
Congratulations.
step. You have to take your pants off first, and then do
Are
the
you
rest
judging
of the
me
steps.
for my kinks, Jaden? Are you trying to shame me? Are you
Well, if you're
kink
trying to
shaming me
get it,
right
if
now?
you're trying to get it in the toilet successfully, you have to have the pants off.
If
Unless
I
you
want
have
to
a
piss my
zipper.
pants, I'll piss my pants.
I mean, I
Jaden.
guess that is peeing while standing. That is peeing while standing. You can stand and piss your pants. So I guess you're right. I would advise take the pants off first. But if you don't want to, that's up to you, I guess. Just don't pee on my floor.
I swear.
We all ready for anime time? And no pee standing?
And a moo-moos.
Sorry, that wasn't anime time.
No.
No.
It's-
no.
I have not
even
seen that in an
remotely.
anime before, so I don't think so.
I mean, I have. But
Oh,
I have watched some weird shit in my time.
Anime is
have you
weird.
seen Redo of a Healer?
No, trust me. You gonna see some pretty crazy shit in there, Marty.
Discussing the weird.
I have not seen Redo of a Healer, and I will not watch that anime.
Okay, so
Huh?
All right.
anime.
Yes.
We're gonna be
Who goes
talking about some Asian cartoonage.
Ooh.
Exactly. Ooh.
No,
Excellent.
no.
Fuck.
Not allowed to do any of those. That is the word that we shall not speak of.
What?
Gypsy, you have to
hentai?
do the voice.
All right.
No, hentai is fine. The
Oh yeah.
I can't say the goddamn word. You should know this.
Gypsy, I see you prepping up. Don't do it, please. I said please.
Do it.
What? You don't want me to do the voice, Chicky
Murder.
Wakey? It's okay,
Into
little
scene.
angry chihuahua.
Murder.
Okay.
Who's going first? Who's going first for favorite anime? Yeah. Can I go
Let's
first?
go with Jaden.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, I'm gonna stick on the topic of horror because I think a really good horror anime is hard to come by. I mean,
Somehow
not really, I
think I know
guess,
what
but
you're gonna talk about.
there is an anime that it's not Death Note. That is one of my
No, I
favorite
think-
ones though. There is an
But it's not
anime
horror.
and it's an no. There is an anime called Higurashi When They
Yes,
Cry.
I knew it.
Ooh.
I knew it. Oh, I knew it. Yes. That
Who
is
here-
a really good horror anime.
First of all, who here has seen the original? Yeah, have you seen? Has anyone here seen the original?
No.
All of it
When
and
They
played the
Cry.
light novel.
I have not played the novel, but that
You need
anime
to.
is
You really need to.
100% my very favorite. And we're not gonna do spoilers or anything, but Phil, you seen the second season to the new one, right? You like it was great, wasn't it? It was great.
Oh, yeah.
I love that shit. I love that shit so much. I just okay. I'm not gonna talk too much about it unless y'all are okay with talking about spoilers. But favorite anime of all time. It is one of those ones that you can rewatch at least a billion times and always catch something different every single time. And I think I love both the sub and the dub of it, even though sometimes the dub can get a little weird, especially the first one or the original of it. I think that dub was kind of bad, but I think they did a pretty decent fucking job for the dub on the newer seasons, and I loved pretty much every episode of it. And I feel like one of the scariest parts of that horror anime is when nothing scary is happening, when they leave you waiting to see when some crazy shit's gonna go down. I am the most like in my seat, like what the fuck is gonna happen, and then they always give you something that you would never expect, and they always twist it eventually, and I love it so fucking much. And for animes that
we got passion.
The thing I really like about the way Higurashi handles its horror is it doesn't rely heavily on the jump scare.
Yeah, and
the horror of it is just what it fucking twists your head into doing as you are trying to figure out,
bro.
What the hell just happened?
And a lot of like horror things, they're like, oh, if we put an immense amount of gore and break records on the gore, it's gonna be so scary. Yeah, blah blah blah. Higurashi uses the crazy amounts of gore and puts purpose behind all of it.
Yeah,
all of it, and I love it. I love it so much. Okay, I'm done fangirling over over that anime. It's so perfect. It's if there was an anime that I could watch over and over again for the rest of my life, I would watch that and get sick of it after the billionth time I've watched it.
Right on. And your least favorite?
See, I've been thinking about that ever since we brought it up.
One that you tried watching and you're just like, you know what, this ain't doing it for me.
I might get a lot of hate for this, and I didn't give it a fair shot, but okay, so a lot of people like this anime. I watched the first like 2 or 3 episodes of Fairy Tail, and I was like, not really for me. But I don't want to say that's my least favorite though, because I heard that there's a lot of
him because I'm backing him up.
No. But I've heard that if you actually get into it and watch it and like give it a chance on like what I did, it gets a lot better. But I think the first few episodes just it wasn't it for me. I can't really think of why I didn't really care for it, because it was a kind of a bit ago. But I remember watching it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it one more episode, and if this is like, if I'm still turned off from it, I'm not watching it. And then I was turned off from it and I just didn't watch it. But that's the one thing that that's the first thing that popped in my head when I thought of anime that I didn't really care for. There are very few anime that I thought were even close to bad, and I can't really I can't really think of much of really bad anime. Maybe like, no, I didn't watch Ghost Stories though, but the dub for that, great.
Okay, so I got a fun factoid on the topic of Fairy Tail. Michael Jones from Rooster Teeth / Achievement Hunter voiced a character in Fairy Tail.
He did.
Yeah. Sting. You last name I can't pronounce.
So surprising, Michael. Did this character constantly berate people?
I hope so.
I'm gonna search up my anime list just to see what I like.
Cliff, by the way.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Cliff. Phil,
the Guildmaster of the Sabretooth Guild. I watched it despite the fact I didn't really like it.
Phil, favorite anime and why, and then least favorite and why.
Favorite, yeah, that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. That's hard for me because I've watched over like 1,000 freaking series. I can't remember all of them.
Skip it. Least favorite then.
No, like, okay, my favorite would probably be Steins Gate.
Steins Gate?
Yeah, because it does some really, really interesting things with time travel. Like, there's, logical limits, and, it can't be abused by the characters. And the few times, and it's not actually a positive aspect of the series, it is brought in as a fucking heavy negative penalty for everyone involved. And just the mental anguish that it forces the main character through, and it's brought out even heavier in the light novel, where at certain low points in the series. Oh,
I got my actual least favorite now, so I'll say that later. I just wanted to point out that I got it now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Jaden, quickly.
Quickly. Darling in the Franxx. Did not like that anime.
Okay,
02 is a baddie.
Okay.
Darling in the Franxx, I watched half of it, didn't fuck with it, and I heard that the first half of it was the best part of it, and I didn't care for that. I was looking through all of my anime list, and I could not find one. Darling in the Franxx is on the very bottom of it, and yeah, that one I did not like. I know that there are people that do like it, but for me, I don't really care for the giant robots and stuff. That's never I've never really cared for that style of anime and
Gundam?
stuff. And
you and my wife are not going to be friends.
I don't really care for
robots. Chicks dig
and they're just like, I think Darling in the Franxx, a lot of the reason why it's so popular is because of 02.
Maybe. So Phil's answer was so uninteresting. I don't want to hear his least favorite. So Kayla.
Oh, fuck you.
Let Phil tell you his least favorite.
Okay. Phil, go on.
What is it? Fate Stay. It's the entire Fate Stay series. It can go and fucking jump off a fucking bridge.
That's controversial.
Yeah, I know it probably is, but fuck it. I would like to get into it. I've really tried, but okay, I've seen, the original Fate Stay Night. That was great. I've seen Fate Stay, I don't know, whatever the one is that follows Unlimited Blade Works path from the light novel, that one. But then they just kind of decide, continuity? What's that? If you ever want to know where to get into the series, you never gonna get into it. And they just go off on this wild fucking tangent with like the last 12 or 18 seasons. And it's like, I'm not gonna figure out where to get into this. You know what? Fuck you. Figure it out.
Right. Kayla.
Go.
Do American anime count or no?
Yep. We'll count them.
Yeah.
And Ruby. Ruby's my favorite.
Ruby's your favorite. I understand.
If we have to do Japanese anime, then it'd be SAO.
Ooh, I like SAO. Oh, get out of here, Discord call. No, I can't answer.
Both very good picks. Not mine, but very good. I can definitely see the merit.
The three of you are lined up for firing at the moment.
What? Oh.
Wait, am I getting fired?
With anime?
I know I can't be fired.
What is my experience with anime, Phil?
Yeah, I know. You could have also answered Avatar rather than SAO.
Avatar, like The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
Wouldn't call that anime.
It is an honorary anime.
But we're not counting it. I'm not counting it. If she presents it as an answer, fine, it's her answer, but I'm not gonna take it.
Least favorite, Rising of the Shield Hero.
Ooh.
And honestly, it's a great anime. It's just the premise right off the bat with the princess accusing the shield hero of rape, despite the fact that he didn't touch her, and everybody in the kingdom believing it, pisses me off to no end. Like, I watched it with Kit for a while, and almost any time that character came on screen afterwards, I was like foaming at the mouth, so pissed.
You need to watch through because she gets her comeuppance in a huge way.
Yep. Gypsy.
This is such a hard question for me. I'm not good with favorites.
Yeah,
and I mean, it's because part of it is I look at animes through time periods. And there are favorites from time periods early on and then later on. And I mean, like, I remember one of the favorites will always be the Vampire Hunter D series, always, because that was one of the first experiences. My mother woke me up on a school night and was like, "You gotta watch this." 'Cause she's like a big vampire freak, and she's like, "Look at this thing," and I was like, I didn't really know what anime was yet, but she was like, "I don't care if it's school night, you're gonna stay up and watch this with me," and I was like, "Okay," and I thought it was great, you know.
Take it tomorrow off school,
But-
right?
Right? And I mean, and then there's things like Slayers, which is a beautiful classic that people don't talk about as much, but it's always like dear to the heart because that's something I really got to experience and that I watched with one of my first boyfriends and his whole social group.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you can look like later on like and then there's things like, you know, like I mentioned Ergo Proxy. Like
Proxy, yeah.
there I really cannot pick a favorite. Like if I would I can tell you my favorite guilty pleasures very easily.
You're allowed to.
Well,
Now you have to.
I'm gonna get fired. That's okay.
Go for it.
Black Butler
Everyone's getting fired.
That's fine.
Okay.
and Vampire Knight.
Okay, you're fired.
Yeah, I know.
No, Vampire Knight is-
I know. I'm
Vampire Knight
sorry.
is interesting, actually.
It's
I'm
weird.
Sucker for vampires anyway. And you know when I say
Well,
sucker, I mean
not?
something I can't see on Twitch, so shut up.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'd love
Whoa.
to actually see, but I
Uh.
can't seem to find it anywhere.
Hmm.
The original Helsing Ultimate.
Oh,
Good stuff.
Oh wait, the
Everybody-
original.
Not-
Like, wait,
not-
are you talking
not
about just regular
Helsing.
Helsing? Wait, what do you mean
not
by the
Helsing, but Helsing Ultimate. So not the abridged, obviously.
Yeah,
but
no.
What actually
Oh.
came from.
It's on the you can find only the subbed version. I think it's on Hulu or Netflix, one of the two. It's on one of them. And then you there is a dubbed version on some like
Does Crunchyroll not
shitty.
have it?
I don't know, but I know for sure that Hulu or Netflix has I think it's Netflix has
Are none of you pirates?
yeah,
You'll
okay.
not go yar har, we can't find this. Fuck it, we're gonna go find it on an
I wasn't
illegal
gonna say
website
anything.
anyway?
No, that's what I did for the dubbed version. I found it on it's like YBX anime or some shit like that. It's some weird
No, I'm
fucking.
surprised you didn't flame me alive for not mentioning Cowboy Bebop.
I have a question for you guys after
Why
everyone.
would I throw you alive
break-
for that?
I have a controversial question
Cowboy
about
Bebop
Cowboy
is
Bebop.
It's a tried and true. It's like Trigun. Everybody loves it.
No, well,
Yeah,
I mean,
no, it's
Cowboy Bebop is great, but it's nobody's favorite anime.
I've actually met someone who's had that as their favorite anime, which is kind of ironic.
No, no.
Well, that person doesn't
Like, you know,
exist.
Okay, no. Okay,
No,
this is a
it's,
very important question. I promise you. I'm sorry, Phil. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna
Go
stir
on.
the pot a little bit. What do you guys think about the fucking live action reboot of Cowboy Bebop?
I was actually.
I've seen it. I didn't get to see it yet.
Hey, Gypsy, your
What
friend
the
Dante is here in chat. He says hello.
Hey!
Oh,
Cooking and grilled cheese made with mayo. That's what he's cooking. And he asked, why Helsing Ultimate over the original, by the by?
Because I know that Helsing Ultimate is supposed to be truer to the original manga.
And to answer that, it is on Hulu.
I just saw. I checked on my
Okay.
phone.
Fuck yeah.
That was easy to find,
Oh
right?
yeah, last night, Jake, King Nick,
Yes.
that's a friend of mine.
Oh, hey, I
All of his ranting about Stormwind is because I take the name Lady Stormwind from one of my D&D characters
Yep.
that he has played with.
yeah.
Nice. Dante is actually a dear friend from California, where I once hailed. He is a excellent DJ and a very
So many
nice gentleman,
questions.
very nice person.
Answer so
But,
many
we
questions. I
went-
knew you weren't Washingtonian.
we were.
I never
Yeah,
said
we-
I was like born in Washington. I was born in fucking Texas, man.
You were born in Texas?
I
Oh,
was born in
shit.
Texas, then lived in Ohio, then grew up in Arizona, then moved to Northern California, and now I'm
Holy
here.
fuck.
Oh,
Oh
gross.
fuck you, NorCal's great.
no, Cal sucks.
I've
It's
been
a
in
desolate
Minnesota
You,
all my
Jake,
life.
I'm from San Francisco.
waste. You suck too. I'm just kidding.
You know, I'll get his ankles, you get his kneecaps.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
As for the
Yeah.
last answer, I don't know if I have an anime, a least favorite anime. Like, but mostly because like I can tell you in like an episode or two whether I'm going to like it, and if I don't like it, then it just doesn't retain in my memory. Like, there's There's just no like, oh no, I hate this and blah 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 blah. It's like,
Sorry.
sorry, I don't got one. I got lots and lots of favorites, and lots of ones that are very very close to the chest, but
Yep.
So
very easy
as
question
for the live
okay.
action,
Fuck me.
Yes, I want to get into
well,
this.
Jaden asked the question, and we all just like fucking flipped him
I
off
asked
and
the
went, "Nah,
question
we're not
oh no,
saying
I
that."
said I didn't
Everyone
watch
had
it.
No, I
asked
knew
the
we were gonna
question
come
too.
back to it. Don't worry.
I asked the question and then everyone answered except for me. Jesus Christ, what's my favorite
Oh.
anime, right?
Oh yeah, you do that
okay,
first.
yeah, all right, go on, yeah,
fuck
do that.
yourselves. No, it's over. Fucking Jaden's
No, okay,
question.
fine.
fuck
Don't
you.
get your
Well, no,
fucking
no,
answer.
We're
We
just
gave
gonna
you the
sit in
chance.
silence until you do it.
Bye, bitch.
No, don't let him fucking speak. He doesn't want to speak. Our question now.
Fine.
What do you think of it, Phil?
Live action Bebop. I went into it kind of. I never thought it was ever gonna, be as great as the anime or hold up compared to the anime. But yeah, it obviously some shit had to change, and for the most part, it's okay. I'm okay with it. It's just okay. It's not the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's just okay. There is one fucking character that. Oh, if I ever meet the people that were in the writing room, they're going to be missing a few teeth because Faye Valentine was done fucking dirty.
Oh,
That is true. Yeah, but I think the actor behind it didn't
Valentine
do
was
terrible.
Needs more
Yeah,
Bebop.
no, she was the no, fuck the tits. And
It was
She
not
would-
a good. I don't think it was the best cast decision ever. But I do give I think her acting was decent. It wasn't horrible, but they
again,
definitely
for the
could have went with a
mood and
different
the
person.
tone. Yeah, for the mood and the tone they were shooting for, it's like, yeah, okay, fine. But as soon as they just kind of, God,
She didn't really
it
give me a
just-
fave vibe.
Yeah, no,
Mm.
no, she didn't. She
That's a
just
shame.
completely lost all of the, sassy, I'm a sociopath because I have to be. Fuck you, no matter what I do with my money, I'm never gonna get more. My life is shit anyway, so fuck it, I'm gonna just, enjoy whatever I want. She did not have any of that vibe, and they just turned her into this weird kind of. I'm an action
Yeah,
girl
that's
now.
bad. Yeah, that
you.
was actually
Look at me,
fucking perfect.
motherfuckers! Like, no, that's not
Yep.
Faye Valentine.
On that same genre,
good lord.
my favorite anime happens to be, and Phil has heard me say this 1,000 times, Outlaw Star.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't even think I've heard of that one before.
Oh
You
my
need to watch
God.
it. It's a great one.
Wait, what's
It's
it
good.
called? Actually, yeah, what's it called?
Star.
Outlaw
Alright, okay,
Star.
bet.
And
Yeah, get
will
it up,
always
watch
be
it.
my
Just
favorite. There is not
yeah,
a
spend
single
the
shit.
entire night
not a
spamming it.
single
What's it on?
character everywhere. Everywhere
okay.
decent.
Yeah.
There's just so many.
Everyone
so
loves
many
Outlaw
good-
Star, and it is my favorite. I don't think anybody actually really hates it. There are some people who it might not be for, of course, as with anything. But Outlaw Star, there's not a single bad character. Every character is multifaceted. It was done brilliantly. Sub and dub, I think, were done incredibly well. I don't think there was ever a bad scene. And whatever wasn't, every scene was at the very least decent, and whatever scene was better than decent was fucking A tier, fucking S tier, and it was incredible. The setting they pulled off that cyberpunkish feel very well. It was very 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 sci-fi, and they stuck true to that with every single scene that they went through. Everything, even if they were stuck in some character was stuck in some desolate wasteland, you saw some piece of incredible technology. They really wanted to shove that high tech stuff in your face, and I was really all about that. Gene Starman, a lovable character, beautifully done backstory. With every single character of his crew, it was incredible the whole way through.
I will point out one thing though. I
Yes.
do think one dub character wasn't done as good as the sub. Just one, and that's Suzuka. Yeah, the swordswoman chick.
Yeah,
That is
But
the only one I could
difference
fault.
the difference was, eh.
Yeah,
The difference was,
Yeah.
It was still really good. Just
yeah.
not as
No, still
which is
great.
fine.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
So it was a
wait.
really good anime. My least
Wait.
favorite.
Mm.
My least favorite anime of all time.
Oh,
And as much as I talked good about it, I'm going to say Code Geass.
I have not
I
seen
don't
that
think
one either.
Code Geass was good.
Why?
Really? Given
Just it's setting.
given how much you and I fucking what?
Yeah. It's setting, not for me. It's tone, also not for me.
Where the fuck is this coming from in the 20 years I've known you? The 20 years I've known you, we have always spoken highly of Code Geass. The fuck is the matter with you?
You've
Where
triggered
the
him.
fuck is this coming from? You've
triggered
been
him.
lying to me for 20 years, you piece of shit. What the fuck? For
Fake
20 years of
friend,
this
fake
relationship, you have been lying to me, you piece of fucking
kidding.
trash.
I'm
What?
kidding. I'm
And
kidding.
this was the last
You better be.
time we
kidding.
streamed for
better be.
Impulse.
I right. I'm kidding. I love Code Geass. One Piece is trash though. One Piece is my actual favorite. I love Code Geass.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Code Geass was great.
Wait, I know how else to trigger Phil.
Okay, go on.
Worst anime. Pokemon.
No, that's yeah.
Damn.
No. The new seasons like past
You might-
Johto are just fucking horrible. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Wait, I know what my favorite was. Chobits.
Oh.
Wait,
Oh,
that was one that I was gonna get to that I
Yeah.
never actually watched.
it's
Yeah, no, I don't like One Piece. I don't like One Piece's fan base. I don't
Romancy
like One
thing.
Piece's story. I don't like how
Dang.
long One Piece has been running. I think it
Oh
needs
my
to be
God.
over 400
Yeah.
episodes ago.
they ran out of material for like 600 episodes ago, and they have continued fucking
Over 600
going. Jesus
episodes now?
God.
Jesus.
No.
Bleach.
Okay, hold on.
Except worse.
No. They are well into the 1,000.
But yeah, no, I love sci-fi anime. Outlaw Star, of course, is my number one.
Oh,
There's Cowboy
shit.
Bebop. There's Trigun.
Phil, are you okay, bro?
Give me a minute.
Phil, are you good,
Give
bro?
me a second.
I'm not done talking.
I know, but hold on. On One Piece, because I picked 1,000. I picked 1,000 as a fucking crazy ludicrous number, but holy shit, 981 episodes.
Damn.
I'm
Should've
never
ended
watching that.
981 episodes ago. Okay, but a very
Damn.
close contender for my favorite is not even sci-fi. Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh, but here's the thing, and that's the hard part is that like when you say favorites, like
Very
for
close
me,
second.
it's like all the classics. All the classics just go together. You got like Rama, you got
Oh,
that
yeah.
one, you got like just all the classics just belong together because those are all the ones that I'm gonna age myself here, but
age.
again, like some of us, that was our introduction. Those are what our childhood fond memories were when we were experiencing anime. Were all of those, and like what
Yeah,
I
you want-
consider those basic classics that you really had to experience because that was the thing. That's what you had, especially because we didn't have much coming out, to actually get for a while. So what we got was what
No, you want
our
to
bastardized version of Sailor Moon.
feel young again? Let's talk Astro Boy. Astro Boy goes way
Like-
back.
I'm leaving.
80s, man.
80s.
Actually, the original
Yeah.
fucking Dragon Ball too. Let's get on that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god, my friend, my boyfriend's best friend was obsessed with Piccolo. It was just a thing.
Have y'all
That was my
seen
life.
Was obsessed with Piccolo?
Yeah,
for
my
old
boyfriend at the
anime?
time when I was younger. His best friend, not you. My former boyfriend, back when I was watching anime as a youngin, back in the day.
For old anime, one of the first things that came to mind, and this is, I mean, I don't think it's really like super old, like not like fucking Dragon Ball old type shit, but like, I don't know if y'all have heard of it, but Yu Yu Hakusho, has the fucking the numero uno baddie in my opinion, Botan. You can't get better than that. I think.
Okay.
Oh, what's up?
We have a question. What is the room's feeling about NGE? I don't know what NGE is.
I don't know.
New
Neon
game
Galleon
experience? Are we
Evangelist?
talking about galaxies?
I think
Yeah,
we're talking about Neon Galleon.
Star Wars
Oh
Galaxy.
yeah.
I have not seen that. I haven't seen that many anime. Holy shit.
Neon Genesis, yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Boom, anime.
That was a
Sorry.
good one. God.
Yu Yu Hakusho. I haven't finished
yeah,
it, but like I've seen.
It's
I
good.
like the whole
I-
beginning of it.
saw bits and pieces of it. I liked what I did see. I do
Yeah,
intend
I
to
talked about
Evangelion?
go through it
Yeah.
one day. I haven't seen Neon Genesis Evangelion. Not too much of it. I remember seeing a little bit of bits and pieces when I was staying up late when it was on Adult Swim and whatnot. But I never really took an
It's
interest.
another one of those. It's like Escaflowne. You just kind of like, it's there with your classics. I love it.
Right.
So I'm happy. I was happy to see it come out and stuff like that, as it has recently.
Evangelion is
Depressing.
an odd one. No, not depressing. I how do I put it? I watched it. I didn't really get into it, but it isn't that I didn't hate it. It just didn't grab me at the same time.
Yeah,
But I will forever credit it for waking me onto the scientific principle of rapid thermal expansion.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, we could talk anime all night.
One of my viewers brought up, and this is an anime that I don't really know, but I've heard of. And he says, "Have y'all watched Violet Evergarden?" And what I have to say is, I have not watched it, but my buddy, Egg, you might know him, Jonathan or Gold Key. He told me that he was currently watching it recently, and he said that I needed to watch it. So I actually am going to be getting to that here soon. That's going to be one of the next ones I decide to.
Watch it after Outlaw stuff.
Is it? Yeah.
Okay.
Outlaw Star must
Yeah.
come first.
That's
Outlaw Star must come
first.
first. I'll send you a reminder after our podcast.
I'll do that. I'll do
Because
that after I finish Hellsing Ultimate, and which I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes done or left. And actually no, I'm not watching Jujutsu Kaisen anymore because I don't think I have the subscription for it.
Evergarden? Was that just the film? Was it a series?
Yeah,
Series on
that's
Netflix.
series.
On Netflix.
Oh, it was a series on Netflix. Okay.
Yeah, it was actually really interesting. It was really interesting. The concept was different.
Okay, and another one, Those Who Hunt Elves.
Didn't see it. I meant to.
Oh my god!
Wait, what?
Phil apparently has.
I think Phil's got something. Yeah. I think
What did you say? I didn't even. I was zoned for a second.
The pseudo softcore hentai, Those Who Hunt Elves. Yes, God, that was fucking hilarious. Especially the cat soul that inhabits the tank. And that answers the reason why they don't need to fuel the tank. I love it. It's fucking great. It's stupid, dumb amounts of fun.
Now I think I remember something about this. Either somebody told me about it or I have watched an episode.
Cat's soul caught in a like a tank, like
Yep.
legitimate, like
Fully
like
functional.
Like a legitimate 812, is it? Whatever the fuck, Abrams tank. That they get, shunted into this fantasy world with the 3 main characters from, our world, let's call it, get shunted with a tank that they run out of petrol for, and, in like the 3rd episode, they're like, oh shit, what do we do? And then they find an undead cat, and they have the undead cat possess the tank. And then the tank for the rest of the series functions that way, and, it goes, meow, meow, meow.
That sounds scary.
Whenever they're writing it, it's fucking hilarious. But okay, so the whole premise of the series is, they want to get back to, the real world, our home and whatever. So the way they do that is they need to find 8 or 12 or however the fuck many different elves who have this tattoo on some part of their body. So every elf they come across, they're like, fuck you. Strip. Right now. Fucking strip. Now. And that's the premise of the show. And it's fucking hilarious.
I'm not gonna go off on weird bad animes because I've got
like
a
a
few.
legitimate tank, like not a sword and
Yes.
shield or tank
No.
for the party, but like treads, a freaking
A
cannon.
tank. Yes.
Like World
Yes.
War II. Wow, that's awesome.
Let me get this for you. I will find it for you. Right now, here's a picture.
Please.
Here's the first picture on Google.
Oh, Jaden,
I'm gonna show
You
this on
like-
general real
Sup?
quick.
if you like horror, it's a fun one actually. It's an older one,
Oh, that's a Lost Star.
but there's
Dude,
a
I'm sorry. Shut the
Here you
fuck
go.
up. I'm doing a podcast right now, motherfucker. God. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
That was
is a
my
I will
brother.
legit-
say if you like horror anime, it's not scary, but it's kind of funny and twisted. It's called Pet Shop of Horrors.
Ooh,
And
not heard
it
of that
takes
one.
it's older, but it's weird and eccentric, and it takes kind of like sort of like it takes that whole like twisted fairy tales kind of thing and like tells you these stories with kind of like horrific ends with morals.
Okay.
So
But
you
it was one of
actually
my-
learned something from it.
A little bit, yeah. It was one of
My
my
brain
favorites.
needs
I
to
loved
do
it.
that.
It's not a big series, but it was just always
Shop.
enjoyable.
Pet Shop.
Pet Shop Horrors. Yep.
Yep.
Pet Shop Horrors.
Yeah, I
No,
have
I don't wanna
The
literally
purchase it.
count is amazing.
my top 3 anime are all horror. I got Higurashi. I really loved Death Note. I am a big fan of Death Note. Death Note is my number 2, and my number 3 is Another. Another is
Okay.
fucking amazing. I actually, not Death Note, but for Higurashi and fucking Another, I made really good backgrounds for my PC on what the fuck is it called? Wallpaper Engine. So awesome. I went out of my way to make animated wallpapers for both of those.
Oh, I
But I really
I've seen
liked
that,
Another.
I think, before from your stream.
Yeah. I don't think that was one that I made, but I did make a few that were really cool. And I actually made one for someone, and they gave me a little bit of monies for it, which was kind of awesome.
Nice. Oh,
Yes.
you wonder what I'm doing off
Always good.
camera here? I'm petting a cat.
Yeah, that's what,
Aw.
There's
that's what you're doing.
cat.
Cat petting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mama's is right here. Hi, baby. Mama, did you say hi?
Is Chaos Beast in bed? You said?
Mother.
There's
No.
no chance of summoning Chaos
Just
Beast.
one thing.
Chaos Beast goes to bed when my parents do, which was about 2 hours ago.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
She is not to be trusted roaming the house at night.
fair,
I
fair.
understand.
Does she chew
Stream
things?
dropped.
More
Stream's
like
back. Okay.
she could chew things, or she'll try to come down here and bark at the door until I open it. It'll just cause mischief, and we prefer not to find out all that she can do at night.
Gypsy, I love how you tapered off there. You're just like, I'm just gonna, yeah, it's over here.
Oh no, I was saying the stream dropped and the stream came back.
Yeah, no, stream's good. I don't know what's happening tonight. I'll be able to edit it all together cohesively in the in post.
Stars. Can't do it. Not today.
Well, that's anime. Anything anyone else wants to add?
No.
Oh, we just get okay. Thanks, Jaden.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got one more question. Let's go back to the video games like we were thinking. Oh, somebody said Berserk.
Ooh, Berserk's good.
Berserk.
Yeah.
Haven't seen
Ninja
it.
Scrolls. Yeah.
Haven't seen it either.
Oh shit! You actually, you really should go see that. It
I
is a
need to
really
see
good
that
one.
one you suggested earlier where it was like about swordsmanship and such.
That does not narrow anything down.
Okay. I'll look at the search. I'll start watching it tonight. But tying back earlier into the video games and whatnot, you know, we discussed our favorite genres, and you know, we discussed, you know, some of the gaming industry, which we could touch down on 1,000 times and still come up with like different things to talk on, which I plan to do. I have so much material written for the podcast, like we're good. But one of the questions I wanted to ask, and I want to ask this tonight because I'm actually curious, if you could make your own game, what message would you want your players to take in at the end of the day? What sort of motto do you want your story to tell? Gypsy?
Oh, sorry.
Nope, go ahead. No, give her. Go.
No,
I-
Gypsy first. Jaden's gone first 1,000 times.
I
Don't
like
it's
going
fine.
first.
He's got an idea. I'm still thinking.
Fine. Jaden, get
Okay.
it. Get it.
I would want to make at least some point. It doesn't have to be like my first game or anything, but like I want to inspire other people to go out and follow like the things that they really want to do type stuff, like to actually put the effort and passion into the things that they really want to do versus the things that they are told to do or think that they have to do or something like that, and like break out of that boundary and do things that they want to pursue and things that they are like actually passionate about.
Yeah. That's nice. I like that.
Nice.
I like that. Kayla, you got something?
At some point, there would be a game I'd want to make that has. I have no idea what it would be about yet, but there's a show that I like called The Magicians. And there's always been this one line that sticks with me in it, and it's "Becoming me was the greatest creative project of my life."
Damn, that's deep.
I'd love to have something that's, coming of age is great, but one where it's really like discovering who you are amidst all of the crap that amidst all the outside influences.
Yep. That's actually a really good one. I like that. Gypsy, you got your answer yet?
Mine usually vaguely coincides, but it's on a darker twist. I want a game. I'm gonna make a game if I could that really engages the mind and is dark in a fashion I don't think games are always prepared to go. That
How do you mean?
I want it to I want a game that makes you question your own mental health. I want a game where you're going down some paths and you're just watching the slow degradation of the character's mind and watching the paths. I was gonna say, yeah, something kind of very similar to that, but not that, because I don't want to make that game. I want to play that game. I have that game. I need to finish it. But
yeah, I bought the game for you, and you've never really touched it.
Time.
She has quality assurance to do for us.
I can quality assurance, or I can play the game. There you go.
Kirk Brooks answers our question with Tony Hawk rides skateboards. Yes, he does.
Tony Hawk Underground 2, best game of all time. One of the best games of all time.
I love the Tony Hawk games for the PlayStation.
I've never been able to get into them.
That was my shit.
Underground 2 was by far my favorite one, though. Underground 2 was so good.
Phil, if you could make a game, what message would you want your players to take in at the end of the day?
And will. I think I can sum it all up in one sentence, really. Life's a laugh and death's a joke.
Have fun. Yep.
Exactly.
I like
Just
that.
enjoy yourself. Let yourself escape into a world for a little while, and then you'll, have to worry about bills and rent and shit for a while. Bah, fuck it. Just have fun.
Yeah, why not?
Just have fun.
Life's
Just
shit.
have fun.
Yes.
Just have fun.
Having fun is the best
Exactly.
part.
What's life's a piece of shit when you look at it.
How many times did Tony Hawk do a 980?
He froze.
I think the answer is twice. He did it once to set a record, and the second time for a slow motion video for the slow guys on YouTube. I think so. I might be wrong.
I would not know. This is probably an easy Google search away.
Yeah.
It is not.
Probably is.
I just tried.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I don't know how many times
Damn
Tony
it.
Hawk did a 980. 3. The answer was 3. Okay.
Damn.
Damn. I
Tony
feel
Hawk is
I'm on a
crazy,
game
bro.
show. But okay, if I could make my own game, what message would I want my players to take in at the end of the day? Don't do it alone if you don't have to. You have friends, invite them.
Friends are good. Friends are awesome.
It's dangerous to go alone. Have this.
Yeah, they just go along.
That's what I was
No,
thinking.
if you don't have to do something alone, do not do it alone.
I would
That sounds like a
hardly
great
agree with that.
great message to use as a premise for an RPG or something.
I am going to use this opportunity to change my mind and say what I would want to put at the end of the video game for a moral thing is do not stream movies and TV shows on Twitch.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Don't do that. You're going to get yourself in trouble. You will get yourself banned, and Twitch may bring your account back up in the next 2 days. But if they keep doing that, Twitch is going to get in trouble, and the entire platform may be at risk.
You said it was big streamers doing that?
Yeah, there are big streamers doing that too. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hey, big streamers, keep it up. Keep it up. More for us.
Get banned, motherfucker. Yeah, but like for example, the most popular thing with it is Pokimane has been streaming. She was streaming like this anime movie or something like that, and then got banned for 2 days, and then got unbanned immediately and started doing it again. XQC also got in trouble. XQC, one of the biggest streamers ever, got in trouble for watching Top Chef or whatever the fuck it's called, the Gordon Ramsay shit. He was watching that, and he got in like it was something like that, and he got banned for 2 days and then got unbanned, and I think he started doing the same thing or kept doing it. I could be wrong about that one, but YouTuber or streamers have been continuing this after getting banned and shit, which will get Twitch in trouble. So everyone that's watching this, if you see a glimpse of me ranting about this shit, don't stream movies and TV shows you do not own, or that you can't put to the masses, that other people don't own. Do like the movie share thing with Prime. That's okay. Don't stream movies and TV shows.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Now at the tail end of the podcast, is there anything anyone would like to discuss related to video games or anime?
I have talked about everything that I needed to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. This stream was sponsored by Raid Shadow. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's coming full circle. Fuck.
You know,
Jake, how does it feel?
Despite the fact that he keeps on drinking it, I am the one that has secured the sponsorship with G Fuel.
No, he is wrong. I have actually gotten the sponsor from G Fuel. Just kidding. I wish I did. G Fuel, sponsor me, please.
Yeah. Can you imagine if Kayla's been streaming like all along, and then she comes up with like a sponsorship for G Fuel and Raid Shadow Legends? Just like out of nowhere.
It was supposed to be me.
The last person you'd expect.
Too bad that my computer's a potato right now.
That's what you want us to think. It's all an illusion.
Oh, you just have.
Really, I'm gonna get
Jaden,
all
the
the
only thing special
sponsorship.
about my laptop nowadays is that it has 64 gigs of RAM.
The only thing special
Damn,
about
it's more
Kayla's
than
laptop these days is that it's still running.
A mystery to all.
Right. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming along. So far this podcast has been amazing. This is the second podcast we've had. It's just as fun as the first time. I didn't think I thought it'd be a one-off and then nobody would want to ever do it again.
No,
I hate you,
definitely
never
not.
coming back.
I like podcasts.
Okay, goodbye.
No, you're a prick. You hate Code Geass. Fuck you. I'm never coming back to this again.
I like Code Geass. Every single one of you, thank you for coming along, and everyone in chat, thank you for showing up. I hope you had a great time. We have fun here. I'm playing
Do we though?
No, we do not have fun.
I have fun. I have fun watching Jake and Phil argue for hours and hours.
Oh yeah,
Love it.
It's what Phil and I do. We're an old married couple at this point.
It's the greatest.
So real quick, socials are down below. Make sure you check him out. And visit the CasterSquared YouTube channel because that's where we post.
Impulse.
Point at your crotches.
Yeah.
Go ahead and visit our YouTube channel, especially because that's where we post all of our best content. So come see our clips. We've been doing clips, but we've also been doing 10-minute montages. If you enjoy Phil and I arguing, that's his thing. We got a bunch of that too. That's where we post all of our
And
best
we have a
content.
TikTok.
More. Yeah, well, we have a TikTok now apparently. I don't know why, but we have a TikTok. So
Yeah.
but more importantly, in the video description of every YouTube video we've ever posted, ever of all time, has links to 9 different charity programs. Make sure you check them out. We have 3 favorites on this channel, which is the Trevor Project, the Wounded Warriors Project, and the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So just shout out to the work they do. We love them. We love pushing for charity and all that. So make a contribution today. By the way, every single charity program that we host every single charity program that we push for here on the Impulse channel has been vetted by CharityWatch.org and scored 90 or above out of 100, meaning that whenever you make a contribution, whoever needs your help is going to get their money's worth or your money's worth, whatever. You know what I mean?
Y'all can find those links on my channel as well under the most recent videos that I have been making.
Shut up. Shut up! Get out of here!
What? It's more. That was for my stream, okay? Let me have some wiggle room for talking too.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. You're good. Continue.
Nothing left to continue. It's been fun. Been great. Should we do a unison boom impulse or just me?
Yeah, I'm down. Okay, who's
Just
doing
me?
the 3, 2, 1, go?
Oh God.
3, 2, 1, go! Boom!
Boom! Impulse!
Boom, impulse.
That was
Yeah.
disjointed as all
I'm so
hell.
happy it caught on.
You went
I'm
too
so happy.
fast. You went too fast.
It works.
This is why I don't
Okay,
think anything.
okay, everyone.
Nothing works out,
3,
and
2, 1, boom!
Boom!
Impulse.
Impulse.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
I'm
can.
so
Fucking some squad leader he is, man. Luckily, I'm the one that's the freaking officer.
Let me say
Christ.
real quick. I started doing the boom impulse thing, and only doing it just that last time did I feel like I regret it.
Wait, I got one. Boom! Impulse.
We're done.
And for my stream, definitely go check out the Impulse channel on Twitch and all that, and check out all the socials in the About section. You can also find them, or us, I guess, in the About section and all that. So yeah, see you guys later. Be sure to stay frosty. I'm not doing a raid this time.